Hello, everybody, and welcome to the very first episode of the Fantasticast. I am your host, Jayden Barraza.
And I'm your host, Elijah Fischel.
Now.
Wait.
Oh, and we have our producer / water girl right behind the camera, Nadia Laura.
I'm Nadia Laura.
How do you keep getting this wrong?
I'm so sorry.
Wait,
I mean,
I gotta do it again.
How did you get it wrong
whatever
for
you
the
want.
first time?
Yeah.
Water girl / producer Nadia Laura.
Yep, she's going to be the one behind her camera telling us if the audio cuts out or anything like that. And by the way, if all the type of look changes throughout, it's because the phone ran out of storage and I had to go to another app. So just keep that in mind. Yeah. Now, you might be wondering what the title means. Our own MCU.
Mm-hmm. If that stays as the title.
If that does. We don't know, because this is being filmed as we speak currently. That's how videos work.
That is how videos work.
Okay.
Thank you for that riveting insight.
Yes, you're welcome. And as you can tell, I have super anxiety right now because this took forever to set up.
It genuinely took.
And so I just will warn you now, if any of these fall over, we're not fixing it. So just...
I'm going to cry.
I'm going to cry too.
And I might leave the podcast.
Me too. I think that will be our
This will be our
That'll be
first and only episode. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. We filmed this one first.
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, so let's get started. So this is going to be a long one for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Our own MCU. What does that mean? Elijah?
Okay. So, since we met...
Which was in
It was...
my sophomore year, your freshman year.
2023?
2023, I believe.
Yeah, 2023. So in the grand scheme of things, not that long.
Yeah.
But we met, and I had been collecting action figures for 3 or 4 years by then. I still didn't have a ton. He had been collecting action figures for a lot longer.
Yeah, since I was a kid. I think my oldest figure that I have is can't think of it, but the oldest figure I have is probably when I was like around like 7 years old, maybe even before, because I have a lot of action figures. I've spent a lot of money on them. So yeah, I've been collecting action figures since I was a baby, pretty much.
Yeah, very old.
Yeah.
But we figured out that we both had an intense love of action figures, telling stories with action figures, and more specifically the MCU.
Absolutely.
And I don't know if we ever really put this together, but when we met, it was kind of like the dark ages for the MCU.
It
like
was.
Endgame had just ended.
Yes.
And it was crazy, the crazy MCU content farm where it was like just not good content coming out consistently. Yeah. And we wanted to build our own universe through storytelling with action figures.
Yes. And by the way, yes, it is playing with them, but you gotta understand, we were not saying playing in a sense of a little kid just smashing figures together.
Here, let me grab
yeah,
here. It's not
that.
this. That's not what happens.
Okay, it's actually, it's more like a, how would you describe it?
It's a play, like a stage play performed through action figures.
Right, and
without a script though.
Exactly, without a script. We usually improv it. We did try once a long time ago. Maybe that'll be another episode where we
Warhammer, right?
It was Warhammer. We did a Warhammer story, and we followed a script. I wrote a whole 20-page script or something. Pretty fun.
It was,
but the only thing is, we had to keep looking back and whatnot through the line.
Yeah.
It was
got to be a bit of a pain.
Yeah, it was not the best for me.
Also, I haven't played any Warhammer, read any Warhammer, so I was kind of lost.
He was kind of lost, yeah. But this is where we're both very, very skilled at. Our knowledge is through the roof. Like, we both know a lot of lore about Marvel, and at the time when we met, I was currently doing stories, and I still do some stories with my friend Caleb. If you're watching this, hi Caleb. I was doing stories with him. We started a long time ago. It was originally with Call of Duty and all that type of stuff. And one day, we tried doing Spider-Man, and it worked out pretty good. And then we just started doing that as well. But then during high school, I remember we kind of had a period where we were kind of not doing it anymore, just because life got busy, And I met Elijah through choir. We both made each other do choir, and I remember I don't know how it got brought up, but we both.
I don't remember how we found out that we both collected action figures, but I know we found out that we did.
We did, and then we didn't bring up the story stuff yet. I was too nervous because I thought since I was older than him, I thought he would maybe be like, oh, this dude is old. Why is he such a chud?
Don't talk to me.
Don't talk to me. Don't come by my house, Unc.
Don't talk to me. Don't come by my house. We're done.
Go to reference, yeah. So anyways, I just brought up that I had figures, and he also brought up he had figures, and we would just start bringing action figures, kind of showing each other during choir, all the way in the back. While we were warming up, we would show each other
I don't
figures.
know if we're allowed to say the teacher's name, but he got so tired of us by
He
the
did
end.
get tired of us. We won't say his name, but if you're watching,
you know who you are.
You know who you are.
Love you.
Love you too. Yeah. But yeah, so pretty much we started kind of showing each other like our figures and whatnot, and I don't know how I got brought up, but do you remember when I told you about the stories?
I do not. I'm sure it was in class. I feel like it'd be really funny to go back into text conversations and see if maybe it was through there.
Maybe that'll be another episode where we actually get full detail.
We just read through text conversations.
Yeah, maybe that'd be funny. Yeah.
That'd be funny.
Okay. But pretty much, I would say, let's just say I told Elijah about the stories.
I'm sure it was your idea.
I think it was my idea, and I said how like I don't have really anyone to do it at the moment, and I was wondering if maybe he would be interested. And luckily enough, he didn't judge me, thankfully, and he was actually all in. And so then I believe we started planning the first kind of few stories and whatnot, and that was a whole process of its own.
Yeah.
We'll get into it in a minute, but it also took us a while to get our first story day.
It took us a long time because we didn't do our first story until winter break of the next year.
So of my
your
junior year, your
my
sophomore year.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
and we started with Young Avengers.
Yeah. So and we're gonna kind of go through our order. So we do have phases like 1, 2, and 3, all that.
We're currently in phase 4.
We're currently in phase 4.
I'm guessing that's probably gonna end soon.
Probably, yeah, because we're kind of at the end. And by the way, just a heads up, also in the older stories there might be some stuff we might remember more than others. If there's something that we unfortunately don't remember as much, we'll just try talking about it as much as we can and then move on. But if there's any context you need, any questions you need, just go ahead and comment, and we'll try to answer as well as we can to our best ability. So
I really want to respond to as many comments as possible.
Me too.
We haven't directly talked about that. I think that'd be a ton of fun.
I think also it'd be a ton of fun because guys, it might seem dumb, but if you have any questions about it, please go ahead. We don't think it's dumb. We love it, and please also be nice in the comments. Don't make fun of us. Actually, please don't make fun.
Just like my shirt says, we're just a low-key chill dude. We're just low-key chill dudes. We're like this fat raccoon.
Yeah, especially me.
It's fat. No, don't say that, Bone Thug.
No.
But, yeah. So just I don't know, be respectful, guys.
Please, because again, this is really personal to us, especially to me, because this is a vulnerable part of me. Again, I'm 19, but I'm also not afraid to admit that, I still play with action figures. Yeah, exactly. It's essentially what it is, but it's more than that, and we might get more into it as we go into the stories. But I'm also an aspiring indie filmmaker. I love movies, I love writing, I love the MCU, I love Marvel, I love DC comics, all that. I really love it, and this is another way of me kind of expressing my ideas of what I would do if I could in a movie. This is what I would kind of do. But please just be nice. That's all we ask. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Right before we start,
yes.
I know I joked about this. I want to go through each character.
Yes.
And I'm going to be very careful about this.
Be very careful. Yeah. So go ahead and start. Do you want to start?
Are you gonna grab them or?
No, I'm just gonna point to them.
Okay.
We spent too long setting this up.
You should throw up a picture of each one.
I'm gonna
Yeah. So.
Okay. So we're gonna start in the city section.
Yep.
That's right here. We've got Kingpin, Tombstone, Miss Marvel, Moon Knight, and Mr. Knight is back there.
Yep.
We did not have space for him, but he's here. Daredevil, Punisher, Spider-Man Miles Morales, and
Peter Parker
Spider-Man.
Yep. All right.
And then we have Thunderbolt section. We've got Killmonger, U.S. Agent, Ghost, Yelena Belova, Baron Zemo, Abomination, Red Hulk, and Winter Soldier. Yeah. We've got just kind of a miscellaneous villains section.
These people have appeared in the stories.
Yes.
Yeah.
We've got Red Hulk as well, Baron Strucker, Namor, Psycho Man, Thanos, and Adam Warlock.
Yeah. And Sylvie.
And Sylvie. I think Loki. This is the Loki we've used.
Yeah.
Sylvie. I think she would technically count as a villain.
She's a villain for sure.
I'm gonna move over here just to keep things interesting.
Yeah.
We've got Fantastic Four here: Mr. Fantastic, Invisible Woman, Human Torch, Thing. If you're watching this, you probably know who the Fantastic Four is.
Yeah.
We've got our whole X-Men.
Yes.
Area. This does include X-Men villains, but I guess it's more just a mutant section.
Yeah. More. Yeah.
We've got Sabretooth, Juggernaut, Omega Red, Colossus, Beast, Iceman, our original Wolverine.
Which
that's
we'll
the comic the suit we originally used. Current Wolverine, Cyclops, Gambit, Angel, Jubilee, Rogue, and Magneto.
Perfect.
Scooting back over, we've got. Whoa.
You okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
So, yeah.
Almost knocked it over. And then our last section is our Avengers.
Yeah.
We have, again, Spider-Man. Again, Spider-Man. Both Spider-Man. Black Panther. Hawkeye. Quicksilver. Captain America. Thor is kind of hidden, but he's here.
Yeah, he's here.
Nova. Hulk. Beast. Iceman. She-Hulk. Original Wolverine. Ant-Man. James Stark.
We will explain.
And his original suit. And Kate Bishop.
Yeah. Also, I think Kate Barton technically in this.
Yeah, you're right. Kate Barton.
Yeah.
And I believe that's everyone.
Yes.
I didn't say Professor X.
Oh, Professor X. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I was gonna say.
There are a couple not pictured that we'll show in a second.
Yeah.
And Riker.
Riker will explain later.
Yeah. Love Riker.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Do you want to touch on the characters?
Yeah. Here's some characters over here. Doctor Strange.
He was an Avenger.
Yes, he was.
Did not want to stand.
Did not.
His legs are too flimsy.
Yeah, his legs are too flimsy. Original Miles Morales figure that we did use a lot in our Civil War phase, which we'll talk about later.
Yeah. We keep dropping hints.
I know. We just stay tuned. White Vision.
We could not find his head.
Could not find his head. Sorry.
Which is, it's kind of foreshadowing.
It is kind of foreshadowing. I actually never thought about that. You're right. Yeah. Good job. Mr. Sinister, he's great. Just couldn't fit him. Gamora, yeah. Let's see. Drax.
Actually, our entire Guardians, excluding
exactly,
Adam Warlock.
because you have excluding Adam Warlock, which you just couldn't fit him, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Nebula in her what if kind of. There's.
It's her what if figure.
Yeah, but she looks like this in our.
Is it the bald
MCU.
one?
Yeah. No, this is the one with the hair.
She's bald in the MCU.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the MCU, but we have like our own
Yeah.
Laura how she becomes bald and whatnot.
Nice.
Yeah, exactly. Nebula, the blue one. We have Team Groot, who does eventually become Swole Groot and the Tall Groot, but again,
I don't think we could.
we don't have those. Yeah, they're somewhere in my room. Infinity Ultron, which is actually kind of important to the beginning of the very first phase. We'll get to that later. Okay, no, this doesn't count. This is just
he doesn't count.
Sorry.
He's fidgeting.
And then Rocket, of course, and then this is just Fidget.
Sorry, I put a.
No, you're good. You're good. And here, hang on real quick. This is Future.
That reminds me.
Sorry, you're good.
And then there are a couple characters not listed. Like our current Captain America is Sam Wilson.
Yeah, current. Where is he? He is currently right over here. It's just
did not have room for him. He was hidden, and he's only been in one story, I believe.
So far, and we have some or technically a few, but he's more of a smaller role than those. Again, we'll get to everything. Yeah. Don't worry.
And then we have characters like smaller villains like Ebony Maw. Vulture was a villain at one point.
Which he is on that couch over there.
Yeah, he's over there.
We won't.
We had Yondu as a villain, but they are, like I said, smaller characters.
Yeah.
These are characters who have all appeared in either they were in more than one story or they were just in one story but had a prominent role.
Right, and all of these characters on here, again, like they all have a reason for being on here, and again, some of you might be wondering, you might have questions, like for example, again, our Iron Man is called James Stark, again, and he has Tom Holland's head. We will explain everything, don't worry, and our Thunderbolts team, you might be wondering, why isn't it the movies? Again, it's our own thing, we'll explain.
Different than the movies.
Different than the movies. Okay, so, I think now, we're just going to get into it, hopefully you see everyone here, and again, if you have any questions, go ahead and leave a comment, we'll get to it.
Yeah. Okay, I think we should first list out all the projects in the phase and then go in depth into the project.
Yes, okay, cool.
Okay.
Yes, let's do that.
So phase 1 had Chaos Crew.
Part 1, and then Chaos Crew Part 2.
Young Avengers Part 1 and 2. Spectacular Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And then was Nova the last one? I have notes.
Yeah,
so
we
if I
do
pull
have
up my
notes.
phone,
Yeah.
it's for notes, I promise. I'm not just playing on my phone.
Yeah.
Phase 1. Open, please. And Doctor Strange.
Okay, and Doctor Strange.
And Doctor Strange. We'll get to that.
We'll
okay.
get to that.
I want you to take Chaos Crew because I was not there.
Yeah. So Chaos Crew is kind of an interesting one. Again, there's kind of going to be moments in this universe where there's stuff where you're probably going to be really confused. Again, because we sort of either sometimes take inspiration from the comics or we just do our own thing. As again, it's kind of a mix of both. Chaos Crew was a whole original thing that originally me and my friend Caleb did. when we were trying to restart again, we once did our own Marvel universe a long time ago before we met each other, and that universe was fun. We ended it like officially. That's the only universe we've ever ended, and then we were trying to restart our MCU, like our own MCU, and just trying to do that. And we did these things called Chaos Crew, which is in the world. This is going to be confusing. So when we originally did those stories, they were going to start our new MCU, but we kind of scrapped it and whatever. But then as me and Elijah kind of came up with this universe, I was like, you know what? Maybe we can work off of this. So I took Chaos Crew Part 1 and 2's story and kind of explained it to Elijah and explained how we could kind of build from that.
And I really liked it,
Yeah.
and I thought it would be a perfect jumping off point, and so we went with it.
Yeah, we went with it. And pretty much basic story of Chaos Crew is it's set in. Can you pull up the notes for the timeline?
Yes.
Right notes. Yeah.
Yes. The notes. Okay. I do not have Chaos Crew on these notes.
Oh no.
No, I don't.
Okay.
Oh, I found them. Chaos Crew Part 1 was set in 1970.
Yep.
Chaos Crew Part 2 was set in the 1980s.
Yeah. Gotcha. Thank you for that. So, Chaos Crew Part 1 and Chaos Crew Part 2 are essentially about Tony Stark and Hawkeye. And there was also, I think, if I'm correct, Bruce Banner was in there as well. She-Hulk was in there. I believe, if I'm correct, there was other heroes on there, but they're dead. So I don't remember.
Yeah, they all died.
Yeah, they all died. I don't remember who, but it was probably like more unknown characters, just so we can have this to our disposal. Yeah. But just for now, let's just say it was a group. And it was like supposed to be not an Avengers team, kind of like our own Thunderbolts, maybe, kind of. Like,
in a sense.
But in a sense, like maybe an Avengers type of way. So we had, we had a young Hawkeye, a young Bruce Banner / Hulk, which he didn't look like this at the time. Again, just imagine he was younger. And we had She-Hulk, who's also younger. And and Tony Stark. So basically the essence of it is it was kind of just a team that was formed by Tony Stark, kind of to just do their thing, right? But in this universe, in this kind of timeline and whatnot, Tony Stark went mad. I can't really remember why. I just remember that like the world. Oh, it was mutants. That's what it was.
I do remember a lot of mutant racism.
Yes. So there was a lot of mutant racism. Like this is not even a joke. There was a lot of mutant racism, and like Tony just did not like them. And as the population grew, he was getting more and more worried and whatnot. And maybe they would overtake, their little
very much a Henry Gyrick kind of move.
Kind of, exactly.
That's his name, right?
Yeah,
Henry Gyrick.
And I will say, Tony, I think he kind of took his Superior Iron Man. Is that where he's evil? Which one?
Yes, Superior Iron Man is kinda
right?
Technically, it was Axis event in the comics, which anybody who was at that event, their morality switched, so any heroes became villains, any villains became heroes. Superior Iron Man was born, and he gave Daredevil back his sight, and then he took it away.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Exactly. Right. Yeah. Okay. So, pretty much, our Tony was kind of our own Superior Iron Man in a way, which means he was just keep that in mind. So, he went crazy, and then he made. I know this is Infinity Ultron, but in universe we kind of use this as like he doesn't have the stones. The stones are not on him. And it's not Vision, it's just Ultron. So just, again, it's kind of weird, but you have to use your imagination a little bit. But this is just Ultron. He made Ultron and the Ultron bots and pretty much wiped out mutant kind. Pretty much. Mm-hmm. Though there's a few that he didn't, which explains how they grew again.
It grew,
which we'll get to later. I know, me too. So essentially, Chaos Crew Part 2 ends with, Part 1 ends with Ultron being created and killing all the mutants, which in turn leads to just a lot of death and whatnot worldwide.
As a genocide would.
As a genocide would, exactly. Even not even just mutants as well, like other human beings. Like there's a lot of destruction. And then at the end of Part 2 is when the team, whoever it was, I know it was Hulk, She-Hulk, Clint Barton, Hawkeye, and they all, and whoever else was the team, went up against Tony Stark's Superior Iron Man, right? And Clint Barton killed him, essentially. I don't remember how, maybe he shot an arrow, I don't remember, but he kills him, and they destroy the Ultron bots, but in turn, like, the Ultron bots kind of destroy all of New York City, all of the world, leaving it kind of like a dystopian wasteland a little bit. Like, of course, there's some, like, rubble left, there's still some stuff intact, but again, it's mostly just dystopian, just bad, very bad, everything is just bad. So then, and I know whoever was on the team that I can't remember, they all died. Besides Bruce
like
Banner.
loser chuds.
Like loser chuds, exactly. They all died, leaving Bruce Banner, She-Hulk, and Clint Barton alive. And yeah. So that's essentially Chaos Crew.
Mm-hmm.
And so now we move into Young Avengers, which is
this stuff I can actually talk about because I was there for that.
Because this is the first story we did.
That's why I've been so quiet.
Yeah.
Like he said, that was him and Caleb.
Yeah.
This is where I come in, and now we haven't done a single story where it's just one of us in this universe. Yeah.
No.
It's always been both, which is really helpful when you're voicing characters on improv.
That's why I personally can't do stories by myself anymore. It really helps having him.
Hard.
It's so hard. I can't do it. If you.
Have you done stories with both him and Caleb?
Good question.
Yes,
So we did. I don't know if you know, but we tried doing. Did you know that we tried doing DC?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, they don't.
Yeah. So you guys don't know, but me,
Obviously,
Elijah.
They don't know anything.
They don't know anything. Yeah.
You guys chuds. You don't know anything.
About DC.
You weren't here when we did things.
When he was flat. Anyways.
I was what?
He was Flash.
I thought you said it was flat.
No.
Don't make comments about my butt.
I'm not talking about his butt.
I've heard that I have a grand butt.
Okay, we're cutting that out.
Sorry. Okay. So sorry.
Real.
Okay. So, anyways, long story short, we did try doing a story with me, Caleb, and Elijah, and it was in DC.
Didn't go that badly, if I remember.
Didn't go that badly. He was Flash, and me and Caleb were like kind of other heroes. I was Superman and whatnot. Was good, but again, it's definitely weirder.
It's not my vein, but
Yeah.
you will note if you check in next week because we have the next episode planned.
Yep.
We and a guest will be talking about Superman 2025. So
Yes.
if the DC is like your cup of tea, maybe you should like.
Could watch it. It's a really good episode, and I think
I think it would probably be a really good episode. We haven't filmed it yet.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, we did that story, and it was definitely
It was interesting.
It was
I don't know. I
interesting.
got typecast as Flash because I go for runs.
Yeah, that's
so
true. And yeah,
You typecast me with an action figure.
I did.
It is basically what happened.
Sorry.
Is I got typecast with an action
Sorry,
figure.
Lego. Yeah, but it was fun. But again, it's just
Also, you typecast me as Quicksilver.
okay. Quicksilver was all the way in the beginning before
You
DC.
just typecast me in all the running roles. Is what I'm learning.
Because you didn't cross the
Exactly.
If
That's why.
If we do Invincible stuff, are you gonna make me Red Rush?
Yeah.
What's another universe that has speedsters?
That's
I don't know.
funny.
A-Train in The Boys, I think is fast. I don't know. I haven't seen The Boys.
Yeah. No, the boys. Nah, we're good. Anyways, back to DC. Yeah. Again.
Sorry,
No,
yeah.
you're good. You're good. We did it. It was fun, but it wasn't our cup of tea. And me and Caleb did. Caleb, if you're watching this, I don't know if you are, but me and Caleb did continue the DC stuff, and it's pretty good. But maybe we'll have him as guest one day, maybe, and
Are
we
you
can
guys
talk
still
about.
doing that?
No, we haven't done it in forever. I personally, because I'm just not in the mood for it anymore.
That's
because
fair, yeah.
because it was during the time when Superman was coming out. Next episode. Anyways, back to the story. So now, thank you for the question, by the way, Nadia. Good question.
You're so welcome.
I love
Yeah.
you.
That's right.
Okay.
They are dating. Okay.
So,
Young
Young
Avengers,
Avengers Part 1.
set in now 1990, specifically
Yes.
that year.
Yes. Now, we're kind of going to lump Young Avengers Part 1 and Young Avengers Part 2 together, similar to what we did with Chaos Crew.
Right. Because and I do remember the opening.
I do remember the opening as well. Yes.
Okay.
We had you see an armored vehicle. I can't say armored apparently. You see an armored vehicle driving through, and it's a bus on its way to school, basically, because like we said, it was a wasteland at that point.
Right. So yeah, like all the buildings are destroyed. Like there's dust everywhere. Cars are flipped and all that. Like it's just completely gone. But people are still trying to maintain their society.
A bit of order.
Yeah.
And so we're getting to school, and we get the opening scene. I believe it's James Stark.
Yeah, James Stark, which is so now we can explain that. In this universe right here, James Stark is the secret son of Tony Stark, which Pepper Potts did have. She kind of like ran away from the whole thing. Like she made it, but when
probably a smart move.
Yeah, when she had him though, I believe she passed away after.
I feel like that it was never explicitly clarified, but it's assumed that she died during.
She did die. Yeah, she did die during childbirth, and I don't know who raised him, but I'm assuming that maybe he was possibly raised by like.
Might have been Obadiah.
Maybe Obadiah.
There are some of these things we had just I had just started doing stories. He had been doing them for a while, but there are probably some plot holes.
Exactly, there is gonna be some plot holes. So please take it easy on us.
Yeah.
If there is any, and you have, please be respectful of that.
But they do. I think I'd say they get better.
Yeah, they do get better. I would say, for sure, especially in the future stuff. I'm so excited for that.
I'm excited.
But yeah. So again, his mom dies, and we don't know, but there is a secret check that has all of Tony's fortune, which is a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
I can't even explain. I think when I first said, again, this is a story, but I did say it was in the trillions. Which,
There's it's a comic book, and he's Tony Stark.
Exactly.
You can have trillions of dollars. Nobody cares.
Exactly. Yeah. Continue. Sorry.
Yeah. So we're seeing this this bus driving through to school. And that's when we meet our 4 main characters of Young Avengers. There are more characters, and they are all very important. Our 4 main characters are James Stark, Iron Man, Hank Pym, Ant-Man, Hank McCoy, Beast, and Bobby Drake, Iceman. The way these guys are formatted are, we've got 2 sets of friends. We have James Stark
and Bobby Drake. I think it was Bobby Drake.
Yes, it was Bob.
Because I remember. Yeah, no. Remember because Hank.
Because I don't think it was Hank and Hank though.
Oh no, because.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. He's right.
Yeah.
It was James and Bobby. I'm gonna keep ripping Rhino's head off, and you know what? I don't care.
Right.
So it's Hank McCoy, Beast, and Hank Pym, Ant-Man, very close friends.
Yeah.
And you have Iceman and Iron Man, also very close friends.
Right.
And I don't remember exactly how, but they meet up.
They all do meet up, and so if I'm correct, also. They're all very young. I know James Stark was 15.
It was freshman year
of high school. Bobby Drake's also 15. I think the oldest one that we do get introduced later is Pedro. He's graduating.
Pietro was probably 18, 19.
He was 18, 19. But that's for later.
I love voicing him.
I love
so
it.
much.
Yeah, I think
he's still alive.
He is still alive.
Maybe.
Yeah. Okay. What?
You don't know if he's dead or alive. Any of them.
You have to stay tuned.
James could be dead. Beast could be dead. You wouldn't know.
Yeah, you don't know. Maybe all of these guys are dead.
Maybe they're all dead. Some of them are dead.
Some of them. We'll get to it.
Some of these characters are permanently dead.
Yeah, we'll get to that for sure.
Permanently. It's a comic book.
Yeah, it's a comic
book. But I don't think most of them. If they're dead, they're probably
dead.
So.
Anyways, so they're all relatively young. And
are we... You know the memes that are when you have to lock in when you're playing a video game?
Yes.
Is that what we're doing? We're
That's
locking in.
Locking in. So I believe the reason why they meet up is because I remember a threat happened. I don't know who it was.
I remember who the threat was.
Namor?
It's the permanent threat of the movie, the story. We have, as our first villain, is Namor.
Yes, it was Namor. And I know why. Okay, so I remember he had an issue with Tony Stark all the way back when everything happened because Tony Stark, when he launched the bots and whatnot, they found the Atlanteans or something like that, and they killed Namor's parents and whatnot, and killed all his family. But
as you do.
But some people were still left alive, which took care of them, and the population kind of grew back and whatnot. Namor, was the villain and came out and started just terrorizing the city and whatnot. And young James and all of them are like, well, who's gonna stop this?
Exactly.
There's no heroes anymore.
And so what they do is they find heroes who already exist.
Exactly. Which means they find Clint Barton, who now has a daughter in our universe, which is Kate Barton. Yes, it is a little weird. I know in the comics they're not related at all.
But they are in ours because you know what?
Yes.
We needed a reason for them to know each other.
Exactly. So, yeah. So, Kate Barton, Clint Barton, we meet up. I think we do eventually meet up Bruce Banner Hulk now, who does look like this now and is now age appropriate. Is She-Hulk in this?
She-Hulk was in this, yes.
Yes, and then She-Hulk.
And, yeah, because, if I remember correctly, Hawkeye and She-Hulk are married.
Yes, Hawkeye and She-Hulk are married in this universe.
Yes.
Yeah, but that she is not Kate's biological
mother. She's not
mother.
Kate's mother.
Kate's biological mother died during the whole Ultron thing, which is kind of
as the chuds would. But then we also meet up with
Pedro?
Pietro.
Pietro, yes.
Yeah, I completely lost it.
Yeah.
They also meet up with Pietro.
Yes.
And they end up fighting and taking down Namor. And that is the official founding of the bless you
Thank you.
of the Young Avengers. Now,
Thank you.
the only this was the first story we did together.
Mm-hmm.
I specifically remember this was in part 1, and it is probably one of my favorite memories of doing these stories.
Yeah.
Is James had just finished building his first suit,
Which
but
is
it's
this one.
technically the Hydra Stomper.
But in our universe, it's our Mark 1.
It's our Mark 1,
Yeah.
yes. And we brought it out into the garage.
Yeah, which is right over here.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he was flying around the garage.
Yeah.
And this is kind of like taking an outside look. It really, I think that moment was the moment that made me think that I want to do more of these.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was just so much fun.
Yeah.
Fully acting as these characters.
Yeah, it was so fun. And I remember, and it just brought out the little kids in us. Like, I remember we were just giggling and laughing and whatnot. What's wrong?
Sorry, I heard someone like banging. It sounded.
Oh, no, it was a car outside.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you probably can hear that too. Sorry.
I should be listening because I've always been so curious. And I'm just like not paying attention.
Yeah,
I guess you can be our first listener.
that's true. Is it good so far?
I think so.
Okay, thank you.
We're
Probably
worried.
more
Yeah.
interesting when it's edited.
Yeah, that's true.
Also, like, if, like, you guys can ask us questions. If you have any tips and tricks onto, like, raising a podcast, making a podcast and stuff, this is the first kind of go we've had at
Yeah,
this.
exactly. This is our first thing.
Yeah.
So again, we might not even be professional at this. Like you might see us be a little bit nervous. I think I'm starting to get more comfortable as the more we keep talking about it. But every episode, at least for a while, I will start out more nervous. So
I also think a big part of the anxiety is
oh,
all of these guys.
Yes.
We do not want to knock them over.
we do not.
Yeah. You know how much time I spent on this
Dude,
specific duo?
That was a lot. Wait, Nadia, real quick, can I have a tissue?
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
In the bathroom. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Sorry, my nose is really clogged.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
so
that's Young Avengers.
so pretty much Young Avengers. Yeah. That scene again was just so fun,
It
and
was so much fun.
and we do use soundtracks during these stories, by the way.
Those are
which is,
fun, yeah.
Those are fun. And there's sometimes we have moments where they're really nice, and I believe I used the Big Hero 6 thing. We're not copyright. No, I'm not
Copyright.
saying it as our own. Just in real life. Yeah.
Just like we listen. We don't like film these.
Yeah, we don't
or
film
post
these.
Do you want like actual tissues? Because I can't.
Just toilet paper. Yeah.
Oh.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
But yeah.
But unless you have anything more, it was Namor showed up. I believe a big part of the way they beat him is he started to trust James.
Yeah,
that he
yes.
wasn't going to be his father.
Exactly, because there's a sequence, I think, which is the final battle, where James and Namor are fighting in this, and Namor's like ripping the suit to pieces.
You know, like you would.
Thank you
Thank
so much, I
you.
appreciate it. Do you need some? Oh yeah, say hi.
I
Yeah.
don't need.
Huh?
I don't need any.
Okay, just let me know if you do.
Yeah.
I'll put some down here. Okay, real quick, let me blow my nose.
Yeah. While he's doing that, you've probably seen that I've been fiddling with figures. Some of these figures have been used, some have not. If you have questions, ask and we can tell you. But most of them are side characters.
Yes.
Like Rhino has probably appeared for a quick fight scene.
Ow.
Agent Anti-Venom has not appeared, though I would like him to.
Yes.
Because I like him, but we haven't introduced a character like Venom yet.
Mhm.
There's no symbiotes, so.
Not yet.
Also, hold on, let me. Actually, I'll just pop in.
Yeah.
Also, if you want more updates on things and more like behind the scenes kind of stuff, you should follow Instagram.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Nadia. Smart.
Got the
which
Instagram
is
plug.
called the Fantasticast podcast.
Fantasticast
podcast. And you'll see our logo, same one is on the channel and whatnot. Yeah. So give us a follow if you want any more updates, which will be provided by our lovely producer, Nadia, and possibly not Carly. I was gonna say Carly.
You a little bit.
You
And me a
probably
little bit, as well.
yeah.
And possibly also Elijah.
Well,
maybe.
At some point, I don't have Instagram,
So,
but
yeah.
so yeah, that's Young Avengers.
That's Young Avengers. Okay, so now let's move
Okay,
on.
super fast.
Yes.
This story was ages ago, but if you had to rate it at an out of 10
Nice.
scale,
I like that.
where would you rate it?
I think I'm gonna give it a solid 8. Because again,
Solid
these were our first stories, or at least those two, and
Mm-hmm.
I have fond memories. I have nothing but fond
Exactly.
memories. So, 8.
I am gonna give it a 7.5
Okay.
because I feel like part of the reason we like it so much is probably nostalgia.
Yeah, which is fair.
But also, I thought it was a good story.
Yeah.
A big thing, like, I don't know, if you're watching this, out of the information we've given you, you probably wouldn't rate it very highly because
Exactly.
very little happened in it. this was a actually, with both of them together, it was probably like at least 5 hours
exactly.
of storytelling.
Yeah, probably. And we've had long stories. Nadia can vouch for that. We've had really long
Was
stories.
X-Men the
I think
longest?
one of them was 6 hours.
I think
X-Men was 6 hours.
Which we will get.
We will get to X-Men.
X-Men
That's
is so
phase
cool.
4.
That's phase 4.
Yeah.
So we have a long time.
Yeah, 35 minutes.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah,
So,
our next story.
yes.
Do you want to take the lead on this one? Because I took it on.
So our next story is Spider-Man. The spectacular Spider-Man.
Spectacular
Spider-Man. So this one, again, this one's probably going to be a little bit more shorter than because that was the introduction. And honestly, I remember a little bit of this story. We've kind of found out some new information as we're doing research on our stories.
Yeah.
So pretty much from what I can say from this is we follow Peter Parker, who at this point...
This Spider-Man, not that suit.
Yeah, no, not that suit. I think it was... At first, it was the homemade suit, wasn't it?
Yes, I believe it was.
Because it was the homemade suit from Homecoming. That's the one we use. It's not... We don't have it currently, but that's the one we use as his homemade suit. And then... I believe by the end of this story, he had the Marvel Legends Ben Reilly suit, which is not where is it? Not this one. This is for later. We actually have a reason for this.
Spider.
That's Scarlet Spider. It's you'll see if you look it up. So yeah. Essentially, the story is that I believe Peter at this point is also around like 15, maybe even younger, like 14.
I think he was a little bit older.
Maybe a little bit older.
Because he's a full adult in Civil War.
That is true. Okay, so maybe he was like 16.
Yeah,
I think. Okay.
probably like 16.
Oh my. Anyways. So I think he essentially the story is it's more simple. I kind of had this, of course, inspired by Spectacular Spider-Man, which main villain is Vulture, and I believe the plot was Spider-Man was working for Norman Osborn. We'll get to that later.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Yeah, so he's working for Norman Osborn for like a Norman Osborn internship, and I think Toomes is there also as a worker, but of course if you've seen Spectacular Spider-Man, he gets fired from Oscorp. Norman takes his idea, and
as he does. Norman
as he does.
Yeah. So that's I don't remember much else other than like a bit of the final fight.
I remember the final fight. Vulture, Adrian Toomes, unfortunately dies. I did kind of leave it open. Maybe he has a son or something, or I don't know. We haven't seen Vulture since, so honestly, I think he's just done so. And yeah, at the end, we end with Spider-Man kind of swinging, and now in his kind of Ben Reilly suit, but you might see it's buff and whatnot. It's really buff, but we just kind of pretend it's him.
You just gotta kind of imagine that it's
he was,
not.
Yeah, and he was like a teen and whatnot.
There's a big suspension of disbelief with these stories.
There's a lot. Because if we don't have the figures for it, we just kind of have to pretend sometimes.
We kind of have to do what we can.
Yeah, exactly. And sometimes it works, sometimes it sucks, but we just have to do what we gotta do. So yeah, that's essentially the Spectacular Spider-Man.
The big thing.
Yes.
Is that the big thing we need to lay out, specifically, the best example of this right now is Norman Osborn.
Yes.
Biggest thing is that we are, he has a lot more experience than I do.
Yes.
Technically speaking, we are both still kind of amateur storytellers.
Pretty much, I would say so. And because I think, unfortunately, we kind of forgot about Norman Osborn.
Yeah, and, that's the biggest thing, is we do these over such a long period of time.
Yeah.
Spider-Man isn't seen again until the second Avengers story. Which is it probably would have been at least half a year.
Yeah, exactly.
Since.
Yeah, and I think that's in phase 2.
It's in phase 2, yeah.
Yeah.
So there's characters like Norman Osborn, Green Goblin, who kind of get left in the dust.
Mm-hmm.
And that is something that I'm honestly hoping this podcast helps us remember.
It does.
Because doing this research, we can be like, oh, who's a character we've forgotten about that we can bring back? Watch the episode. Oh, Green Goblin.
Exactly. And
bring him in.
Yeah, and again, too, also, if we ever do episodes in the future where you guys notice future plot holes and future stories, you can be like, hey, what about this guy? Or what about this? Why didn't this happen? You said this happened, but now you're saying it did. You guys can really help us out a lot with that, so if you want to comment about it, go ahead. Yeah. But for now, fortunately...
Please be nice about it.
Please be nice about it, please. We can't ask that anymore. Just please be nice.
But,
yeah.
I don't know. I'm just a low-key chill dude. I think Jayden's just a low-key chill dude. And, when we do things, we don't, do it out of, malicious intent or anything. It's just, always an accident.
Exactly. So, anyways, now moving on from that, now that you know, just remember, we don't see Norman Osborn ever again. So
not against
at
us.
least not for now.
Yeah.
But okay. So
Okay.
next up now is.
Next up, oh, wait, we gotta rank Spider-Man.
Okay, yeah, let's rank Spider-Man. So this one, what are you giving me?
So I can't give it a high ranking
Me neither.
because I remember so little.
Me too.
I think I give it. I don't know. I want to hear what you're giving it first.
I'm unfortunately sorry, but I'm unfortunately gonna have to give it a 5 out of 10.
I was gonna give it a 4 out of 10.
Yeah. So like.
Just like
Yeah.
it set up Spider-Man.
It did. Which
And
we kind of.
I enjoy Spider-Man's character,
Me too.
but like, I can't rank it high if you don't remember it.
Yeah.
Which will change in the future. We'll have a lot more to say about future stories.
Yeah, future stories we will be absolutely able to rank
Yeah.
them perfectly and whatnot.
Right.
But yeah, so unfortunately, that one's pretty low.
Yeah.
Next up though,
Next up is one we do remember,
and
and it is Nova, Leader of the Stars.
What?
Nova leader. So Nova is this guy.
Nova, yes, that character.
Yeah.
Leader of the Stars.
Leader of the
because he's a
Stars.
space alien.
Exactly. I came up with that title.
Yes, and it is a great title.
Thank you.
Let me just say.
Thank you.
So-
you go ahead.
Yeah, I want to take this one.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because for a very long time, Nova was the best story we had ever done.
Mhm.
Up until, I believe, X-Men.
X-Men.
In Phase 4.
Yes.
There
which
was
we will get to.
nothing that beat it.
We will get to. Yes.
Nova was very much a coming-of-age story
Absolutely.
about Nova.
Yeah,
Richard Rider. Yeah, because we don't have a Sam Alexander Nova. We just have Richard Rider Nova.
Mhm.
About him starting out on Earth
Mhm.
and finding a fallen Nova who he was dead on Earth, and he finds his helmet and he becomes the next Nova from Earth.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's exactly how Nova Corps works, but I know it's kind of like Green Lantern.
Yeah, I was gonna say I kind of took inspiration from Green Lantern on that because again, that could possibly be a plot hole. But at the time I did not know how Nova stuff works. I think now if we ever were to do a sequel to that or something, we would make sure we're more prepared and whatnot. But
Yeah.
So please forgive us for that if that's not accurate. But yeah.
So, Nova, he starts out
Mm.
as this kid who doesn't really know what he's doing.
Yeah.
And there is not super important to the plot, but he goes to a store at one point, and there's this guy, and he's hitting on the cashier. Cashier's a girl, right?
Yeah.
And if you can guess, he's not being a very great guy about it.
He's being kind of a bad person.
He's being kind of a bad person.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, maybe he's like thinking about doing some very bad things,
Mhm.
right? And that character is Riker, as we mentioned at the beginning. Now,
Yeah.
Riker, at least the figure,
Yes.
is our Stan Lee.
And this is not saying that Stan Lee is a bad person. We're
Oh
not saying
no,
that.
we love Stan Lee.
Yeah, no.
We love Stan Lee.
We're saying in Stan Lee as like the cameo wise.
Cameo wise, yes.
Yes.
Since Nova, Riker has been in every story excluding Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
And you will understand why when we talk about Doctor Strange.
Yes.
But he kind of just, it's always just his figure. There's a fight scene and there's an injured character because you'll notice he's missing a leg.
Mm-hmm.
There's this character
Yeah.
and he, like, they're in a fight, there's an injured guy. Oh, that's Riker.
Yep.
He's right there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's always fun
Yeah.
for us to throw him in.
It's always fun.
But we see, this is important because we see Richard Rider remove the guy from the premises,
Mhm.
right? Get him out of there. And that kind of really starts to show, like, oh, maybe this is a good guy.
Mhm.
And so eventually he does take the helmet and he meets up with the rest of the Nova Corps. I believe there's a Nova person who comes with him
I believe so.
to go there. And this is one of my favorite things, is we have figures from all different, like, there was a Caesar from Planet of the Apes.
There was Caesar from
And
Planet
he
of the
was
Apes.
a member of the Nova Corps
Yeah.
because we're doing aliens. There was Zeb,
From Star Wars.
Garazeb Aurelios
Yes.
from Star Wars
Yeah.
in there. I think Obi-Wan was one.
Obi-Wan was in there.
Yeah.
Again, they're not the characters.
Yeah.
We reimagine them as Nova Corps people, but the figures wise we use.
Like Star-Lord.
Yeah.
I've got him right here. Star-Lord T'Challa.
Rest in peace,
From,
Chadwick Boseman.
love Chadwick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
but his character in What If, this figure was a member of the Nova Corps.
Yeah.
Korg was one.
Korg was
I
one.
think Photon was one.
Photon was one.
Like, it doesn't super matter, but he meets up with these people and
Mhm.
he's training, and eventually he and, I don't remember his name, but Star-Lord's character, they go to another planet where there are rumors that, like, it's under attack by a certain space supervillain who may or may not have been the villain in Guardians of the Galaxy 1.
Yeah.
Ronan the Accuser. But we got this comic fit because it's comic fit. He's so like
sick.
He's
big,
he's a big guy.
broad, and just.
I did not bring him. He's not here.
Yeah.
He would be in the villain section though because he had such a big impact.
He was cool.
Yeah. But so they fight, and Ronan. One of my favorite things we did in this is he kills Star-Lord's character.
Yep.
Right off the bat. It's like in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. One of my biggest issues is that Kang doesn't kill Ant-Man.
Exactly.
Because Kang's not a threat.
Yeah.
He just got stampeded by ants. I don't care.
Yeah.
How's he gonna be Thor?
Exactly.
Lock in.
Exactly. We'll talk about that movie another time.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But so that leaves. Now we know. Okay, Ronan's a huge threat.
Right.
And we fast forward a bit. Like I'm gonna fast forward now. The story doesn't actually fast forward.
Yeah. No.
And eventually, we're getting our final battle confrontation with Ronan. And one of the scenes I will never forget is Ronan has beat out 3 members of the Nova Corps. I don't remember who the 3 are, but none of them are Richard Rider. And he's in this position where he's got his hammer down on Korg's neck.
Yes.
And you can slowly hear it crunching away at his neck. And right at the last second before he pops his head off, Richard comes in and beats the crap out of him.
I remember the scene, I think, was all of a sudden right before Ronan's about to kill Korg's character.
Yeah.
Like the ship just moves and I think he falls, right?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I think he falls and he gets up and he looks outside the window and you see Richard Rider's like Nova just pushing it.
Similar to Captain Marvel.
Yeah. And we have his own theme and whatnot, and it was one of the coolest scenes. I remember we both agreed after, like, that was so freaking cool. So cool.
I mean, clearly it was cool because this was done. I mean, you can see how impactful this story was because it was done like right after Spider-Man.
Right.
You could see which one we remember more.
Exactly. Like you could see, and it was so amazing. And the final battle was sick, and Nova was just awesome. We loved this character.
Do you have anything to add?
No, I think that's it. And then that kind of sets him up for future Avenger stories. But yeah.
The only thing I will add is that we have not seen the Nova Corps.
We have not, because again.
Other than, I believe we saw Photon at one point.
Yes. And
we saw Korg in an end scene in The Incredible Hulk, which we will talk about.
We did. Yes, we will talk about later. Yeah. Okay. But so that's Nova.
If you ranked Spider-Man first, right?
Yes.
So do you want me to go first with this one?
Yeah.
Solid 9 out of 10.
Same thing.
Genuinely, right off the bat.
Yeah.
It was
amazing.
Fantastic, and it still holds a very special place in my heart.
Me too as well.
Our next story, and our last story in Phase 1, is Doctor Strange. And I think we should set this up like an apology video.
So listen, we want to just first off apologize about Doctor Strange.
We want to apologize for Doctor Strange.
Because it is the most disgusting and just annoying and frustrating story we've ever done. You want to know why?
The most abysmal dog crap we have ever done.
Bad.
Abysmal dog crap.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange, to be noted, what we do, when we do these stories, we do them at a sleepover. So either I come over to his house, he comes over to my house, we have dinner, and then we do a story. And for this one, we did Nova, and then right after, we still had a bit of time left, and we were like, Jayden was like, hey, let's do Doctor Strange. It's going to be like max of 30 minutes. Most of these stories are like 2-3 hours.
Yes.
And I was like, you know what? We've got time.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Now, so what happens in Doctor Strange is literally just the scene in the movie where he comes over and he says, Dormammu have come to bargain. It's just that.
For 10 minutes.
For 10 minutes.
And that's it.
And that was the whole thing?
Now listen, you might be wondering why we did that. Look, I'm going to be honest. It was just to set him up for Infinity War.
It would have been Psycho Man, technically.
Psycho Man, I think.
Yeah,
but
it was just to set him up for the next Avengers.
Yeah, it was not good.
Right? And that is why he does not earn a place
so it's just like literally one of those shorts that you see on TV?
Pretty much. But, I mean, besides it being, the shorts being good.
Besides it being good.
Because, look, if you were there, it's literally just him being like, Dormammu, I've come to bargain for 10 minutes.
And I remember I had to voice Dormammu, and I just went, the whole time.
That's it.
And you know what? We haven't seen Dormammu's heads.
We haven't seen Dormammu. And so, again, with this one, this is probably a 1 out of 10.
It's 1 out of 10, if you even give it that. It's set up Doctor Strange. It's funny to an extent,
but at the same time, I am disappointed.
It's like one of those bad horror stories that you read where it's like, this isn't even funny.
Yeah,
this is just stupid.
Exactly.
But with that is the end
of phase 1. Now phase 2.
Now
50
phase
minutes.
2.
Huh? 50 minutes.
Okay, we're pretty good still.
Yeah. Okay, phase 2 starts with an interesting one. It is Guardians of the Galaxy. Now,
so
I'm gonna preface this. The thing with all 3 Guardians ones is that we don't really remember any of them.
We don't.
I don't know what it is. I can't say we were drunk or high because I've never smoked or drank.
Me neither.
Never done any of that.
So,
but it must have been late because we don't remember.
We cannot remember anything. We only remember bits and pieces. I can't really. Well, it's not spoiling or anything, but
yeah.
So in total, we have 3 Guardian stories, which we will get to, when we're doing the timeline. But the first story, all we remember is that the team meets up, which is Groot, Drax, Peter Quill, Rocket. Team Groot, Drax, Rocket,
Peter Quill, Star-Lord,
and Nebula.
Not Gamora. That's how we made it our own.
Exactly. So in this universe, again, Nebula looks like this. She's not bald. She hasn't been tortured. In this universe, I mean, she's kind of the favorite daughter of Thanos, but we don't really get to that. And Gamora's kind of bad. She's not here.
Yeah.
So we meet them up, and they
deal with Yondu, I think.
Maybe. Or the Ravengers. We can't really remember.
Yeah.
But pretty much, it ends with them dancing with Come and Get Your Love. All of them.
Yeah.
That's it.
Because, it's like Guardians and they dance.
Exactly. And also, I do remember that Team Groot and Rocket are kind of young, and they've known each other since they were babies in this universe. Like, they're kind of really close and whatnot. Yeah. And, everything else.
Yeah. That is Guardians 1.
So this one, what do you give it?
I think we don't remember it this much. We remember less of this than Spider-Man.
Yeah, I know.
So I give it,
I have to give it,
3 is what I'm giving it. Yeah.
2. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, sorry about that.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. At least we remember for a fact the villain in this one.
Yes, which was Adam Warlock and the Gold People.
Yes.
Whatever they're called.
I don't remember what they were called. I meant to look it up. I did not.
Me too. I forgot. But in this universe, Adam Warlock actually has a purpose, and we introduced him for a reason. He has, in this universe, the Soul Stone in his head. So,
that's his little dot in there. I think he's got one.
Yeah, that's his thing. So, yeah, be careful. You're so close to the figures.
Oh, hi there.
Oh, I didn't be careful.
Okay.
I'm so careful.
You're good. Yeah. So he has the Soul Stone.
He tripped.
Oh no!
Oh no! I'm so scared.
Absolutely destroys them all.
Destroys them. Yeah. Okay. So he has the Soul Stone and whatnot, and blah blah blah. By the end of Guardians 2, I believe he joins the team. Oh. No, you can't do that. Yeah. I believe he joins the team at the end of Guardians 2.
Yes.
Again, all we can really remember. Sorry about that. So I'm gonna also give this one a 3 out of 10. This one I can remember a little bit more. So.
Yeah, I think 3 out of 10 is good.
Yeah.
Now, the next one is Avengers 2, A Psycho Man's End.
Yes.
So this, I want to start.
Yes.
Just by saying this story introduced a lot of characters.
Mm-hmm.
It introduced Black Panther, Captain America,
who was
Thor. Mm-hmm. I believe Sylvie as well.
Also, yeah.
Kinda, sorta Doctor Strange.
A little bit.
And I think that might have been it.
The Fantastic Four.
And you're right. And the Fantastic Four.
Yep. Yeah, all of them.
Yeah.
They all got introduced.
All 4 of them.
Yeah. So. Okay. So this story is essentially right here. If you guys can see him, Psycho Man. He in this universe is actually a secret person working for Thanos, the team doesn't
member
know
of the
that.
Black Order. Yes.
The Black Order.
Technically.
Yes. Technically.
We don't really have a Black Order.
Not really.
I guess if we did, it'd be Psycho Man.
Yeah, we have Ebony Maw, but we probably improvise.
Kinda. No, I do remember we had characters for like Corvus Glaive.
We did.
But that's future stuff.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. So bad. Alright.
Bro. Do it after phase 2.
Yes, I will. We might take a break after it because I have to go pee after phase 2.
Yes. So if it looks weird, that's why.
If it looks weird, that's why. Anyways, so Psycho Man's End, and pretty much in this story,
I remember it starts with recruiting people, like they find Black Panther.
And they find Cap in the ice.
And they are recruited to join the Young Avengers, now kind of just the Avengers.
Yeah, kind of now they're just the Avengers.
And
yeah.
the Fantastic Four. And they all join, and they're having a grand old time. And then, what's this? New York is under attack by Psycho Man? What? What's this?
What's this? And
that's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, and we introduced White Vision.
Oh, yeah, and White Vision. That's what I forgot.
And White Vision. Okay, so sorry about that. I believe the plot had to do with White Vision, I think because...
I think they had to make White Vision to save the character who gets trapped in the quantum realm.
Yes.
Which was James Stark, correct?
Which I believe so. Again, this is kind of a little wonky, but
that's kind of... It's long ago.
Essentially, that's what it is. I just run my eye.
Oh, no.
Okay, anyways. So, yeah. So that... And then, Vision helps get Tony out of there. They defeat Psycho Man. He's dead. And, yeah. Essentially, that's it.
But there's one other thing that happens.
Mm-hmm.
If I recall correctly... No, you know what it is? Is Beast goes to try and stop Psycho Man on his own.
Yes, he does.
Or no, James does.
Yes.
And then Beast goes in to save him.
Yes.
And he doesn't come back out.
He does not. I remember.
Yeah. And then portal closes. We have our first end scene where we see Thanos.
Which... Yeah.
I think this is the one thing we really regret in our universe, other than like leaving behind Norman Osborn and other characters we'll mention. Thanos kills him, right?
Yes.
Which is the first full death in our universe.
Yeah.
Other than I guess Vulture, but like the first death of a main character, like a really main character.
Yeah.
Like there was Vulture and there was one of the Nova Corps to Ronin.
Yes.
But the first main character who has appeared in multiple stories, Beast, dies.
Yeah.
And this does become a very big plot point.
Throughout a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, nobody knows he's dead. They just know he's gone.
And they're trying to find him in the future stories.
And I think, like, we have used it very well.
We have.
I think we still regret it a bit, though.
Yeah, unfortunately we do regret it because we'll talk about X-Men later.
Yeah.
I really wanted Beast a part of it, especially because I bought the Astonishing X-Men Beast, which again...
Astonishing X-Men Beast.
But we can't use it because he's gone. So that's kind of going to be in the future segment. We'll talk about that. But yeah. So essentially, he dies and it sets up Infinity War. So I think now we can rate this one.
Yeah, rate this one.
You first.
I think I give it maybe an 8.
I was gonna say 7.
A 7? Yeah.
Yeah.
I give it an 8 because I think we did effectively introduce Vision, Black Panther, Captain America, Doctor Strange kinda, and the entire Fantastic Four, which is 8 new characters, which is a lot of people, and you'd think it'd be really hard to get to do it, but when you have 3.5 hours to do it, it gets a little bit easier.
It does get a little bit easier. Yeah.
Like, technically, like, I feel like Black Panther maybe didn't have a ton of screen time.
No, yeah.
Some of the Fantastic Four probably didn't.
Yeah.
But they still were there, and we did plan on making a Black Panther solo story, though that never came to fruition, and who knows, maybe he's dead and maybe he's not. Whoa.
We don't know.
We don't know. Whoa. We'll get to it. Whoa.
We don't know. I have to piss so bad.
Do you want to take a break?
Can we pause it real quick?
Yeah, let's pause it.
I'm back.
It restarted, by the way.
It did? Okay, cool. The other one saved to my phone, so it should be good.
Okay.
Okay. So anyways, we're back.
Our next story is, let me just make sure I don't get this wrong, Avengers Infinity War.
Yep. So.
Which takes place the next year. And now, you may be thinking, wow, that's 2 Avengers stories, very close together. And I'll tell you, I don't care. The real reason for it is, like, in canon, is they're looking for Beast.
They are.
They still, like, neither Hank nor James have given up the search, really. No. But if you ask Hank...
Yeah, Hank Pym.
Hank Pym, yes, because Hank McCoy is dead, as we mentioned.
And they don't know about it.
If you ask Hank Pym, James kind of has. Right? He hasn't, but it's a lot more, like, not out in the open about it, which does become a very major plot point.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, Avengers Infinity War. Again, don't remember a ton.
Yeah, this one I don't remember.
I remember, a couple of deaths happen.
A couple.
Should we say deaths?
Yes.
Yes. So, Thanos shows up. He's goofing. He's gaffing. He rips off White Vision's head so he can get he can get the Mind Stone?
Yeah,
It's a
Mind Stone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He rips off Adam Warlock's head so we can get the Soul Stone.
Not the head, just the stone.
Not just the head.
Remember, because he's
Not the
alive.
head. Oh yeah, you're right. Adam Warlock doesn't
Sorry.
die.
Yeah.
But he pulls a White Vision, or like a vision in the MCU, and he just goes whoop.
But he's still alive.
And Adam Warlock is fine.
Because he's powerful.
Yeah, he does what he wants.
Yeah.
He takes the stone from Tesseract from Sylvie.
Mm-hmm.
Tesseract is the Mind Stone, which means it wouldn't be the Mind Stone from Vision.
Mm-hmm.
It was a different stone.
Yeah. Real quick, is the mic good? It's still on?
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, you know what? I feel like it was the Power Stone from Sylvie. I feel like that's where he got the Power Stone.
Was it, or was it the Tesseract?
Tesseract is the Mind Stone.
Oh, you're right. Wait, it is? I thought that was the Space Stone.
You're right. You're right. It's this. No.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because Vision has the Mind Stone.
Yeah, and
they use the secret of Loki's scepter to make Vision.
Mm-hmm.
And
the Tesseract's the Space Stone, remember?
Right.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it's the Tesseract from Sylvie, Mind Stone from Vision,
Soul
Stone from Adam, Time Stone from
Doctor Strange.
And then there's Power Stone,
which I believe is from the Nova Corps.
Yes.
Which is how Nova gets involved in.
Yeah, which is how Nova gets involved. And then I believe he starts with
Wait, didn't we see the event of Power Stone?
Well, yeah, but if he took it from the Nova Corps.
Do you think we did that? I feel like we did. I think we saw it. I don't know.
I think we saw it, but there's 6 stones.
Wait, we did, remember? Because he kills Photon. I just remember that.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay,
you're right. Yeah, because he kills Photon.
Yeah. So the story opens with him. Also, pretend it's not the red glove. Pretend it's the gold one. We had to use our imagination. He comes to the Nova Corps planet and he kills everyone besides Nova, including I think.
Reality. He already had the reality stone.
Yes, which I think we say he got from.
Collector, probably.
Yeah. So.
Based off canon.
No.
Also, I don't think he had this head.
He didn't. I wanted it there because it was cool.
I like this head. We like this head. And so we put it on him.
Yeah.
He did have this body, though. This was the body we used.
Is he okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's fine.
Yeah.
And so, as Infinity War often does, it ended with silly Thanos. He did a silly little snap, right? And he got rid of half the universe. You know, like he was supposed to.
Yeah.
Let me find the photo because we have a photo of who survived.
Yeah, and I know that. I'll discuss when we talk about got snapped. Yeah.
Oh, was it this one? It's this one. Okay, so here is a list of the characters who survived the snap. Adam Warlock, Hank Pym, Invisible Woman, Human Torch, She-Hulk, James Stark, Sylvie, Captain America, Nova, and Drax. I do remember Drax being the only Guardian who survived.
Yeah, we did that.
I remember that, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And Nebula too, because she got captured.
Yes, Nebula also survived, but she wasn't a player in Endgame.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, because she was captured.
Yeah.
Now, you will notice that Hawkeye.
It was not me.
Hawkeye got dusted. And there's a silly, goofy thing that happened to Hawkeye. See, he was fighting someone.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember who, but a bad guy. And he got stabbed. He got stabbed in the chest.
Yeah.
Right? And he got dusted.
Yeah.
Dusted away.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe he'll be okay. Let's rank this story.
Yeah, and we'll get to it.
Yeah.
Also, real quick, I believe this is where James and Kate start a relationship.
Yes.
And that's also something I should know. In Young Avengers, they were flirty. Both young lovers, like young people, both saw each other were cute, all that. Yeah. Anyways, let's rank this.
Yeah. Let's rank this.
I say 7.
You say 7? I think 7's a good rating.
Cool.
I'm gonna go 7.1.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, just a little higher.
Because we have to be different.
We do. Yes.
Yeah. Next story. Unlike the MCU, is Avengers Endgame.
Yes.
Avengers Endgame starts out in a very fun way.
I love it. And that being, we see
really,
really young.
He's not in the beginning.
I thought he was.
Wait, we forgot something in Infinity War.
Wait, what?
Gasp! We forgot something.
What?
There is a scene
Yes.
where Captain America sees a young little boy is getting mugged, and so Captain America saves him because he's Captain America and he has time for the little guy. And sort of like the scene in Spider-Man for the PS4,
Yes.
where Spider-Man trains with this kid just for like a minute. Even though this character, we don't know who he is. We don't know his relation to anyone.
No.
He is training with Cap for just like a minute, just like giving him a little 1-2 punch, testing him out, that sort of stuff. And eventually, Captain America leaves, and there's a silly little creature that lands on his back, a silly little spider from Oscorp. Silly little spider. That's so interesting. I wonder what could happen there. Now we're in Avengers Endgame.
Yes, and the thing is, I think he got bit. I do remember being in the beginning because remember he swung.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So,
you're right. I was wrong.
No, you're good. Yeah. So what happens is we open the story with Miles Morales in this costume. Imagine his head's on there.
Yeah.
With this costume, swinging up on a building with Wolverine right there in that costume, Legion.
Who's not here.
And
my figure of him broke. His head snapped off.
And Blink, who's also not here.
She's fine. I forgot to bring her.
Yes, which means we established back that yes, mutants are still kicking it. But are slowly coming back to rising in population.
Mm-hmm.
We'll explain that later.
Yes.
So, essentially, it opens up with these guys.
They're goofing around.
I don't really
protecting people. They're helping people.
They're helping people, and they're
looters, because it's our Avengers Endgame.
Yes.
So it is still a 5-year blip.
Yes, there's a 5-year blip.
But there's a lot more chaos.
Yes.
The world, so up until now, the world has really started rebuilding itself from Chaos Crew. Like we said, there was a big tragedy.
Yeah.
Like, it was a huge tragedy.
Yeah.
World was a mess.
I know
and it's been building itself back up, mainly funded by James.
Exactly, yeah, since he has all the money.
Excuse me, I burped.
Yes.
Mainly funded by James. And now, the world is kind of gone back to crap. Because significantly less heroes. The hero-to-villain ratio is probably not super proportional anymore.
Yep.
And there's a lot more, like, looting, riots, arsony, that sort of stuff.
Right.
And so Wolverine, Blink, Spider-Man, and Legion they're out protecting people.
Yeah.
Eventually, if I remember correctly, they get recruited by the people who are left.
Exactly.
Basically.
Yes,
the Avengers who are left.
Yeah, which is like Cap,
it's Cap, it's James, Hank,
possibly Bruce Banner. I
think he got blipped. Yeah.
Yeah, he got dusted.
Yeah. I don't know. It's the characters we just listed.
Yeah.
Excluding like Nova and Drax, they're back in space doing their own thing.
I believe so until they come back later.
I don't remember if the Fantastic Four. I feel like.
I know they were there.
Were they?
Yeah.
Were they there?
I think
Okay.
So.
Yeah.
I just don't remember what.
Yeah.
They were there.
So it was this group, and they decided they were going to go after Thanos. But this is not a time travel story.
It's not.
I remember that. When Thanos snapped, unlike in the MCU, the stones did not disintegrate.
Yeah.
Or they did not disintegrate in the MCU either.
The gauntlet was broken.
The gauntlet was destroyed.
Or Thanos destroyed him.
In the MCU.
In the MCU.
Yes. But in this, he didn't do that. He kept the stones because he's a greedy little guy. He's a greedy little purple nut.
Yes.
And so he still got the stones, and so James and Hank are like, hey, bright idea, guys. What if we go track down this Thanos guy? What if we fight him again? Which, in the grand scheme of things, kind of a stupid decision when you have less people.
Yes.
But you know what? Will prevails. And they do it.
And they do.
They beat back Thanos. I don't remember if they kill him. They probably do.
I think they do.
Thor probably... Sylvie probably cut his head off or something.
It
was probably Nova, honestly.
Maybe it was Nova, yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing is, though, to bring people... Because they had a plan, which was... They kind of came to the conclusion, which I think was help from the Fantastic Four, if I'm correct, which was if they get the gauntlet and snap the... and get everyone back, kind of like the MCU, kind of. But if they get the gauntlet, snap it back, they get everyone back. And originally, I just remembered, Logan was planning on doing it.
Yeah.
But
because, as you know, Wolverine healing factor, he'd probably make
Yeah.
it.
But during the battle, this dude was getting messed up. Like, everyone was.
He's a busy guy.
He was a busy guy, and he was getting messed up, and so Cap, being the self-sacrificing hero he took the gauntlet and snapped.
Yes.
Which, unfortunately, ended up killing him.
Like the chud loser that he is.
Yeah.
And this is, also, in this battle, is when we formally find out that Beast died.
Yes.
Yeah. Because Thanos is like, oh, I'll kill you like I killed your friend.
Mm-hmm.
And Hank Pym is like, what? He's like, I killed your brown, oh my gosh, your gray hairy friend. Yeah, that's right.
He was gray.
I killed him. I did it.
Yep.
And, I mean, it was probably more like, I did it. I killed your gray friend. Because we do voices.
We do voices. We switch, yeah.
Do.
Okay.
But, so we find that out. So we've got 2 to the kill count now, right?
Yes. And Legion dies.
And Legion dies.
From
That's who I
also
was about to.
Thanos.
That's
Yep.
who I was about to mention.
Yeah, sorry.
Legion Chud also dies.
Yes.
Now, for those Legion heads of you out there who know Legion's powers, I thought I knew Legion's powers.
I thought
he
too.
was a telepath.
Me too.
He's not a telepath.
He's not.
He's very different,
Yeah.
and we didn't know that.
We didn't know at the time, but
So-
we can't go back. So
We used him as a telepath, and
Yeah.
that's how he died.
Yeah.
Basically.
Please don't come after us.
Yeah, please leave
Yeah.
me alone. I should have done more research. I understand
us
that.
Too. Sorry, but we were
I
young.
sincerely apologize.
Yeah.
So.
You say like it wasn't within like the last 2 years?
Well, it's
We
3
were
years ago.
young. No, it was probably like 2 years ago now.
Yeah, true. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, that happens. And you may be wondering, what happened to Hawkeye? Well, when he got dusted, so too did the Blade.
Yeah.
And when he comes back, the Blade comes out, and he is still dead. He dies anyway.
Yeah.
And that is the best comedic beat we've ever had. And maybe I shouldn't be calling it comedic because the man died, but like.
And Kate was very sad.
Yeah, but you gotta imagine you're like, Hawkeye, you're back.
Oh,
Hawkeye.
no!
Like,
And he just dies. And
he's just dead.
And the
Doesn't
story,
go.
and the story does end with a memorial of them being, put up. Like there's a statue, right?
Yes. Yeah. Mhm.
There's statues of Beast, Cap, Hawkeye, and Legion put up
Yes.
in like I believe a 7th. I don't know where it was. Like
I want to say it was like Times Square.
Times Square. I would
Like
say,
it was.
Actually.
It was some big memorial.
Big memorial.
area.
Could have been Times Square. Could be anywhere else that's kind of big. Like somewhere where people will see it every day.
Yeah.
So yeah, they are officially gone, and then the Avengers kind of just regroup and
That's
kind of move on.
pretty much the end of the story. Yeah.
That's pretty much the end of Endgame. And there is actually something very important later for future projects that does tie back into that 5-year gap, which I'm very excited about. But we'll talk about that later. So
ranking.
Yeah.
Rating it.
I honestly will say this one's probably, with added context of later stuff, I think I'm going to give this one an 8.
I think like an 8. 7.9 to be different.
That's fine.
Like it's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it too.
Now,
Yeah.
last story of
Phase
2 is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. The last time we have seen the Guardians.
In real life, like us, which probably means like a year or longer too.
It's been like a year longer. In the universe, it's been like 10 15. It's been a while.
It's been a while, but maybe when we do the 4th story, it takes place back when we'll see.
We have vague plans for
We do have vague
the
plans.
4th universe.
Because the 4th volume is going to be very sad, and it's going to involve the whole team and whatnot. But anyways,
we have thrown our hand at sad events.
Yes.
And it is like we've done pretty well.
Yeah.
Out of what I've heard of this next one,
Yes.
it is very sad, and we
Yes.
have not touched that yet.
Yeah, we haven't. So, and Volume 3 is also known for being sad because in Infinity War, Nebula, who looks like this, got captured by Gamora and Thanos, and Gamora didn't get snapped, by the way. Nadia, what's our time looking like? How long are we?
14 minutes, so an hour and 14 minutes.
Oh, no, we're good.
16. I lied.
Awesome, cool.
I
We're
think
good.
we finished this one, change software.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, we're at 60 minutes right now?
So
Can
it's been
we-
an hour, 16 minutes.
Yeah,
so
can we change it when we get to 30?
I'm just saying, like, it might be smart to,
You wanna
because
change
this is
that?
a good break point.
Gotcha. Okay, we'll
at the
change
end
that
of phase
after.
2. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So, anyways, she looks like this, but got captured and has been tortured.
Excuse me.
Which
I
now.
burped again.
Oh, okay. I thought you farted. Which in Volume 3, we find out the Guardians are pretty much looking for Nebula. That's all of Volume 3.
Yeah, that's all. Because I mean, it's completely overtaken them.
Exactly. Which is because it's their family by this point. They find Nebula eventually, and it turns out she's been tortured by Gamora, and now she looks like how she does in the MCU, which is she has mechanical parts.
Metal bits, yeah.
She has a shaven head, but this time around we kind of use it. Well, no, the MCU also uses it for a story purpose, but we use it kind of for a different story purpose. So she looks bald now and is all tortured and whatnot, and we save her. We kill Gamora? I don't
fully remember. I feel like she probably escaped.
I think she escaped probably, and we just haven't touched it. But we have a final battle on a ship with Gamora, like the whole team, as we're trying to rescue Nebula.
I do remember that battle. Yeah. That battle was pretty cool.
And I remember once we get Nebula after the battle, it was a sad scene. Like the whole team just kind of hugs Nebula, and they're just hugging each other. It's just a sad scene. Peter Quill was crying and all that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Essentially, that's Guardians 3 from what we can remember. And Adam Warlock is officially a member of the team. Like, now he cares. They care about him and whatnot after everything.
Because he did not die when Thanos removed the stone.
And I believe he doesn't have the stone anymore.
No, he does not. No, so he's significantly weaker. But he's like, he can still fly. He can still punch real hard. He can still, take a lot of hits.
Exactly. And by the way, if that's wrong, if that's not comic accurate, again, please don't come after us. This is just how our interpretation. Yeah.
You know what else isn't comic accurate? That costume.
That's true.
You see how much I care?
None.
It's not at all.
You don't care.
Also, that figure sucks. Don't buy it. That Adam Warlock figure. It's not good. Articulation, doo-doo buns.
Yeah. Ranking now. I say this one is a 6.
I think a 6 is a good.
It was sad, but I don't remember much.
I'm giving it a 6.5.
Okay.
Because not just to be different this time.
Yes.
It's because I do remember that there were emotional beats.
Me too.
Do I remember what the emotional beats were?
No.
Not really.
But that's what's carrying my ranking.
Exactly. Yeah.
And now, we're going to move on to Phase 3.
After we switch the recordings off.
Yes. Okay. So, back to where we were. Yeah. So we just finished Phase 2. We are now going to go into Phase 3.
In Phase 3 has 5 projects.
Yes.
It has Civil War Part 1.
Whoa.
Civil War Part 2.
Ooh.
Civil War Part 3.
Ah.
Civil War Part 4.
And you guessed it, Civil War.
Avengers Doomsday. Civil War Part 5.
Yes. And that is all of Phase 3.
And it is the end of Civil War.
It is.
Civil War does not continue into Phase 4.
Yes.
I mean, it affects.
It affects everything for a while.
So,
but yeah.
First one. It starts with a couple of introductions, similar to Avengers Infinity War.
Yes.
Or not Infinity War, Psycho Man. So we introduced our main man, Moon Knight. I love Moon Knight. We love me a Moon Knight. It introduces Miss Marvel. And it introduces Miles.
Yes.
Formally as an Avenger.
Yes.
We also have Wolverine is an Avenger now.
Yep.
And so is Blink.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And during Part 1 at least,
we don't have the Accords in Part 1.
Not Accords, it's not Part 1.
I think the Accords come into play in Part 3.
I think so.
Right? So Parts 1 and 2 are really just build up.
To add more to the Accords reasoning, I guess.
Part 3 is the Accords.
Yes.
Part 4 is, I don't know, they're punching each other a little bit.
Yeah.
Part 5 is your final battle.
Right.
So, Part 1. We have our new character introductions, and we have our villain introduction.
Yes.
Our villain being the Winter Soldier.
Mm-hmm.
Now, our Winter Soldier is... I know a lot of people they talk in the MCU about Sebastian Stan, Bucky Barnes. He kind of loses his... Mind my phrase here. He loses his aura a little bit. He stops being as cool later on. Our Winter Soldier is Captain America the Winter Soldier the whole time. He is the no mercy,
no talking,
utter destruction character the whole entire time.
Yes.
And so, I think the thing I remember the most is probably the scene you're thinking of when I say that. The really long fight scene.
Okay, yes. So this story really does center around all the characters in one. It's really an ensemble piece, kind of like the comic. Mm-hmm. But the story ends, I believe, with Winter Soldier trying to assassinate Obadiah Stane, which he does successfully. So we say.
Technically, we haven't really decided if he is actually dead or not.
It's been a while though.
It has, yeah.
Maybe he's dead. I think he's dead.
But there is, after Obadiah Stane is assassinated, maybe or not, Winter Soldier gets chased by a couple people. He gets chased by James Stark.
Mhm.
He gets chased by Miles.
Yep.
And he gets chased by Iceman.
Yeah, and Tony Stark is actually in the War Machine suit because Rhodey is not a thing.
James Stark.
Did I say it?
You said Tony.
Oh, James Stark is in the War
James
Machine
Stark,
suit, which is because Rhodey's not around yet.
Mhm.
But yeah,
And so they have this fight, the longest fight sequence we have ever had.
which was probably like what 15 minutes.
It was like 15 straight minutes
Yeah,
of just them
fights.
punching each other.
And like I remember like Miles gets thrown out a window with Winter Soldier. It was a really cool fight scene. It was really long.
It was a grand old time.
I loved it though. Yeah, and they all are just fighting, trying to get this dude down, but then it ends with Winter Soldier. I remember
with
first of all he bombs the place. I think it's Chicago.
he does. He bombs Chicago.
And
Yes.
which means, and I remember, let's see, and I forgot how, but after he does that, he escapes, or so we think, or do we?
No, he escapes.
No, he escapes.
But you're forgetting something that happens.
Say yeah.
You're forgetting Iceman dies.
Iceman, Bobby
in
Drake
the
dies.
battle. So, Bobby dies.
Yes, Bobby does die.
High key dead, right?
He dies.
And that is how we end part one. Kind of like oh wow, I wonder what's gonna happen here.
Yeah,
And then we go into part two.
yes,
Part two. There's only a couple things I remember.
I remember a lot. So I remember there was a chase scene, I believe, with
Part two is at my house.
True. Now we're so the chase
It's the
scene
first
is
story we did at my house.
Yes. Yes, and it involves this sort of story is definitely centered around Peter Parker, Spider-Man, and Miles Spider-Man. Of course, it's still an ensemble, but
Yes.
centers around them.
But also, Winter Soldier has an assistant
Yes.
in this one, Ghost.
Mhm.
And if you remember in the MCU, she isn't like a super huge combatant.
Yeah.
Like she's good at fighting.
Yes.
In our universe, she is fantastic.
She is amazing, but
But-
that means it's bad because she.
It means it's bad because she's the bad guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I forgot where. I think it's like on top of a.
It's on top of a skyscraper. She is fighting Spider-Man
Mhm.
at the end. And Spider-Man dies.
Yep. She's too quick.
She's
Unfortunately.
way too fast. And like
stabs him.
Spider Sense doesn't go off. She stabs him.
And he falls all the way off the skyscraper.
And I specifically remember he doesn't immediately die.
Yeah.
Because Miles gets to him and he's holding him and he dies in his arms.
Yeah. And that's kind of how we.
That's how we ended it, but there's something
There's-
else that happened.
Yeah, which is the.
So the Avengers Tower
Yep.
is under attack.
Mhm.
By is it Winter Soldier?
No, it's by Ghost.
It is Ghost.
Ghost.
Okay, it's
yeah.
Ghost before she takes out Spider-Man,
Yes.
right? She's fighting.
Or no, it's after, right? Is
I
it
think
after?
it's before.
Oh, before. Yeah, you're right.
I believe it's
Yeah,
before because I believe it ends with Spider-Man's death.
Yes.
Ghost is attacking the Avengers Tower,
Yes.
and it's mainly the new recruits.
Like
who are-
Wolverine, Moon Knight.
Wolverine,
Miss
Moon
Marvel.
Knight, Miss Marvel, those characters
Yeah.
who are defending it, because everybody else is out hunting Winter Soldier, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're out hunting Winter Soldier. Nothing comes of it because, of course, it doesn't. It was a ruse. A ruse, a distraction
Yes.
from Ghost.
Mm-hmm.
And Ghost, she's in a fight with specifically Blink, Wolverine, Moon Knight, and Miss Marvel,
Yes.
I believe. Excuse me. And one of them dies. This one being Blink.
Yep.
Yeah.
And.
And like she gets away.
Yeah.
And she kills Spider-Man.
Yep.
Which means 2 major character deaths in Civil War.
Yeah.
3 in Civil War so far, and the Accords haven't even been launched.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's kind of going crazy.
We opened part 3 with with Wolverine carrying Blink's dead body
Mhm.
and Moon Knight following behind.
Mhm. It cuts to a funeral. I believe.
remember the scream.
Well, yeah, I know. The scream's at the funeral.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
I thought it was when.
Yeah. No, because Moon Knight is brooding like at the top of the building, watching the funeral.
Oh,
Because
bless
he
you.
doesn't want to actually be there. I
Yeah.
remember this.
Okay.
I actually remember this.
Yeah.
So, I think this is I don't want to say it's the best acting moment because I voice Wolverine, and that's really cocky. But it was a really good one.
Yeah.
And it's one that we've really analyzed that I don't know if I was necessarily thinking it in the moment. But, so we're at this funeral, and Wolverine lets out this guttural scream,
Mhm.
right? It's intense.
It's really loud.
And I am not going to recreate it because
No.
it's not going to be nearly as good.
Yeah, no.
But we've later analyzed it, and we've noticed Blink was the last mutant who was still alive other than Wolverine.
Mm-hmm.
Because Iceman died in Phase 1, or died in the first story.
Yep.
Beast already died.
In Phase
He
1.
never had a chance to meet him.
Yeah.
And then Legion and Blink also died. Quicksilver is still alive, but I don't think he's a mutant.
At
in
least
this
not.
universe.
Not.
I don't. I think yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's more similar to the MCU because like they couldn't use mutants, so he wasn't one.
Yeah.
So Wolverine is the last remaining mutant.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously he's not actually because you can see the entire X-Men.
Yeah.
He's the last mutant that he knows of.
Mm-hmm.
And so when he lets out this scream, it's a scream of like utter agony.
Yeah.
Because all of his kind are dead. He's
Right.
the only one left to his knowledge.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And I remember at that funeral it's both Blink and Spider-Man's.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that was a good scene. I remember I think Miles I believe is the one, or it's either Miles or the Fantastic Four, I forgot who. But they look up and they see like Moon Knight on a perched ledge, just kind of watching.
Love that.
Yeah. And then like he kind of stands up, and then just walks. He walks off.
Kind of giving Batman a little bit.
Kind of.
But like.
I think it was in the daytime too, I believe. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
which means it wouldn't be Batman.
Yeah, no, it's Moon Man.
It's Moon Man.
It's Moon Man.
Moon Knight.
But yeah, so.
But I remember that does. I was thinking about what actually happens in the third one.
Yeah.
That leads Moon Knight to go on.
Yes.
Like he goes on a search for Ghost.
Yes.
And he has this really nice. It's his first like really Moon Knight scene.
Yeah, and it's at nighttime.
Where, yeah, he's in a nightclub,
yeah.
and he goes in and he's beating the crap out of people to find one specific guy who knows where to find Ghost.
Yeah.
And this guy does know how to find Ghost, and if I remember correctly, he doesn't kill him. But I want to say this is the first time we really see Stephen Grant.
Yeah.
Like we start to see the other personalities of him, which is really fun. The way we did it, I actually really like how we did it. Is we just kind of had Jayden voice Mark Spector, and I voice Stephen Grant and Jake Lockley because those are the three ones that we have.
Yeah.
And so like they all have their distinct personalities, their distinct characters.
Right.
And to do it, we just have three different voices.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. And Mark Spector, of course, is just rough, gruff. Steve Grant, British.
And Jake Lockley is a lot more.
Yeah.
I think technically in the comics he's more like Bostonian. Like
probably.
he really is that. Hey, I'm walking in.
Yeah,
I think
so.
I made him a little bit more Cockney.
Yeah.
Like he's got a lot more like this.
Yeah. Again, our own interpretation.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Those aren't actually the voices. That's just like kind of yeah. Kind of the vibe of it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that scene, I think, also ends with him then going and tracking down Ghost, who's out of costume, which of course helps her kind of regulate her powers.
Yeah.
And he pretty much, I think he asked why she did it, right?
Yeah, but he also, he beats the crap out of her first.
And I think, he does, and then...
He doesn't kill her, though.
Are you sure? Because I think he does, but then we revive her.
I don't think we had a...
I think we did, because remember, like, in Thunderbolt, she's revived?
I don't remember her being revived.
Oh, that's how I remember, because Ross, like, did it.
Did he?
I think that's
You might be remembering more than I am.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. Not even can vouch for me. I have a horrible memory.
Gotcha.
So it might have been.
Yeah.
It might have been that.
Because I think what happened is, again, if maybe I could be wrong, but what happened is, at the end of the conversation, I think Moon Knight just kills her.
Mm-hmm.
So we think. But this then... we'll spoil it.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
We'll talk about that later. But yeah, he kills her, and then he leaves, and I believe he just lets, I don't know, the information, I don't know.
I want to say it was specifically Jake Lockley who killed it, though.
Yeah, I think so.
Because I think,
Lockley,
like, I don't know, I've been reading the original Moon Knight comics, and Moon Knight does, like, Mark Spector does not kill.
Yeah.
And it's actually interesting, because in those original comics, he doesn't have, multi-personality?
Yeah, multiple.
DID, dissociative identity disorder.
Yeah.
That's what it's called. He doesn't have DID in those original comics, which I want to get to the point where that does develop because I want to see that in real time.
Yeah.
But he does not kill, and that's that's future story stuff to talk about.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
But
later.
we do have ideas for that.
Yeah.
Assuming Mark, who knows? Maybe he's dead.
Who knows?
Oh. Yeah.
Okay.
But so that's what I remember of Phase 3.
Part 3, you mean?
Yeah, Phase Part 3.
Yeah,
yes. and then we have, the Accords do come into play.
Yes.
And for this, our split is between Hank and James.
Yes. Which is kind of like our Captain America and Tony Stark, but it's James.
I believe James would still be on Tony. James is Tony, Hank is Captain
Man. Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, and the Accords, I believe, are brought up by Ross, who we do introduce in this story. And at this point, he's not known as Red Hulk, but
he's not. No. Maybe he's taking a little drugs. Maybe he's like
on maybe a possible prototype super soldier serum that went wrong.
Maybe like a prototype super serum that made him big and red and fiery. I don't know. I didn't write the stories.
Yeah, I don't know. I did.
Yeah, you did actually.
Yeah.
He's a lot more of the writer.
Yeah, a little bit.
I have ideas
I've
sometimes.
Yeah. But yeah, so he meets them up, and I think he pretty much brings up the idea of, hey, all this stuff that's been going on is really bad.
Yeah.
And ever since, Thanos and all that, and...
But also, starting back at Namor.
Namor, too.
I do remember he bringing up Namor and Psycho Man.
Oh, and he interviewed Kate. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
He interviewed Kate, and when I brought up her father,
her dead dad.
And, he was just pretty much trying to be, trying to convince them, hey, guys, you need to sign the Accords, which is this, And they all kind of disagree. I remember James kind of agrees. But I think by this point, James and Kate are married.
James and Kate are married.
Yes. So by this point, after after Endgame, James and Kate get married. Again, there's a whole bunch of character development. We maybe in a future episode we'll talk about each character's specific stuff, maybe. But right now we're just
I don't know for sure.
No, I don't know. Probably not for sure, but maybe.
It might happen.
Maybe. Yeah, who knows? Maybe.
If you guys want to see it, leave a comment down below.
Yeah. Oh, it's so gross.
Yeah. Engagement.
Yeah. Please. Anyways. Wait, is this still on? Okay, yes. So, okay. Are you good?
I'm broken like this.
Anyways, yeah. So they're married, and this is where they kind of get mad at each other because Kate is like, "Yeah, we're not doing this," and James is like, I kind of agree.
James is like, maybe I wanna.
Because, after the death of so many of his friends, including Bobby, who he recently lost, and Peter Parker and Blink, he kind of starts being doubting. He starts doubting the Avengers and everything.
Squeeze me.
And superheroes in general. And so he kind of agrees, while Kate and Hank don't, which I believe they do have a conversation about. But
yeah.
And I believe this is still part 3, right?
This is still part 3, yes.
Okay. And I believe that this ends, I think.
Yeah, that's when it ends.
Yeah.
Part 4 is when things really start kicking into high gear.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I believe it was just a post-credit scene. Or no, it opens with, remember, with John Walker? Right? John Walker?
Yes, I believe so.
So this story actually opens in a completely different direction, which it opens with John Walker. And his friend, I forgot.
I believe he's in war.
I believe he's in war.
It's that war.
He's in Iraq right now. Or a type of war. Again, I'm
it's
not
a war.
Yeah.
We had it based off of when it takes place.
Yeah.
The story takes place in 2017.
Yeah, all of these stories
They all take place 2017.
Yeah.
There was a war. I don't remember which one. I know we searched it up, so it could be lore accurate.
Yeah, there's some war we don't remember, but him, a couple of his buddies are there. Yes, part 4 is when we introduce John Walker and Sam Wilson. I'm so sorry. They're best friends in this universe. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
They're introduced, and we kind of cut away after that. It's kind of
just like a low-key, I wonder what they're doing.
Exactly.
What's going on over there?
Yeah, and we get back to them later in the post-credit scene. So, this story kind of revolves. This is the breaking point. This is what officially breaks up the Avengers. Because if I can just remember... This one I remember, Miles I think had something in play. I don't
entirely remember. I know he was on Hank's side.
He was on Hank's side because this story is just a breaking point, and I remember at the end of the story, it ends with James and Hank getting in a physical altercation. Altercation. Sorry. Yes, and
you're good.
Which unfortunately ends with technically both losing, but James kind of loses because they're fighting in Avengers Tower.
They're beating the absolute crap out of each other.
Really bad, fist to fist, and
destroying each other.
Yeah, and they both kind of fall out of a window. It's not outside, but like kind of in the place and fall down like a flight of stairs and whatnot, which in turn kind of breaks James's neck.
I believe so.
Like
yes.
it breaks
like
his neck,
collarbone.
like his collarbone. But he's like kind of like the paralyzed situation. Like I don't know how it works.
He's not like fully broken
or dead, but he
doesn't die.
Yeah, and Hank kind of lands where he breaks maybe his arm. I don't know. I think
he breaks it. They all break a lot
something.
Of bones.
But Hank is able to get up. He looks at James very sadly, and he walks away. Which in turn that ends part 4. Again,
I believe Winter Soldier does show up in part 4 as well.
Is part 4 the spy scene, or is that 5?
That's 5.
Okay,
but part 4 is Omega Red's introduction.
Yes.
Okay. This is. Yes. I want to talk about this. This because I love Omega Red.
He's so cool.
I don't know that much about his character, but I love his design. I love the Cold War era vibe that he has going on, where like he was made as kind of not entirely a Wolverine counter, but he is a Wolverine villain at like the most, and he's got like the tendrils, and like specifically I can fangirl over Omega Red for so long.
Yeah.
Specifically the scene in the Wolverine trailer, the game trailer, where he like knocks him down, gets the just like
he's so cool. Yeah.
I love him so much. I spent like $100 on that figure because they hadn't released the Gamerverse one yet, and this was the only one, and I adore him.
He's so awesome. I love him too.
So
you're like, oh my god.
I love him. I love him so much.
He's really cool. I like him too.
Yeah, he's so nice. But we wanted a way to introduce him, and so we figured Winter Soldier has he hasn't been fully removed. He's not dead, but I believe he was taken out.
Yeah.
I believe he was removed from the playing field. And so we get the real villain, Zemo.
Behind this whole thing, Baron Zemo.
It's been Baron Zemo the whole time. Similar to Civil War.
Kind of.
How, like, Zemo was kind of like...
doing this, doing that.
Yeah, that kind of thing in the movie.
Yeah.
But we get the first bit where they're, like, interviewing... like. This a specific team. I remember Miss Marvel was there, Kate Bishop was there, Wolverine was there. I want to say Miles was there.
Yeah, he was there.
That might have been the whole team. Moon Knight maybe. I think Moon Knight
was there. I think too.
Yeah, I think it was just those 5.
Yeah.
And they had tracked down where Baron Zemo was supposed to be.
Yeah.
And they get there and like it's like this screen. Baron Zemo plays a message. And he's like, yo, 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 you people suck.
Yes.
I'm going to kill you all.
Yeah.
Hi, Key. Meet my little pet over here. And he says it a lot more eloquently because, you know, like, that's good writing. Yeah. But then we get his little pet, and we get a form of brainwashed Omega Red who comes out. He's ready to decimate. And I think it's one of my favorite lines in the whole thing is Wolverine is just like, guys, we gotta go.
Yes.
We gotta get out of here, man.
And I remember, and then the whole team was like, wait, what? Because
it's Wolverine.
And by this point has been very fearless, like he's, you know, how, but at this point
he's just immediately like, guys, we gotta go.
Yeah.
We gotta go.
Yeah. And
so they're ready to run away, fully. But I don't know if you know this, but Omega Red has little tentacle things where he can grab you and he can pull you right back.
Yeah, exactly.
And let's just say he made use of those tentacles.
Yeah.
And he's beating the absolute crap out of them. And actually, I don't think Winter Soldier was taken out yet because he shoots Kate Bishop
from far away. From a
far away sniper. Yeah. He shoots Kate Bishop, and it's a non-lethal shot. She doesn't end up dying.
Yeah.
I mean, it was intended to be lethal, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
He shoots her, and she doesn't die, but she is pregnant.
We find out that she's pregnant.
Yeah. And
with James.
I don't... it's James's baby.
Yeah.
I don't think the baby dies.
No, the baby doesn't.
Baby doesn't die.
Yeah.
Baby's fine. But it is very like, oh no.
Yeah.
That's very worrying.
Exactly.
But everyone's okay. Eventually they do... I think they managed to take out Omega Red.
Yeah, but do you remember Omega Red, like, almost kills Wolverine?
Yeah. He, like... Oh, no, I think he did. He rips him in half.
Omega Red rips Wolverine in
half.
Fully
ripped in half,
yes.
Yeah. I want to say it was mainly Miles and Moon Knight carrying the fight.
I think so, because, again, Miles, I think, during this point, discovered his electric powers and whatnot.
Yeah, I think he did discover the electric powers in that fight.
Yeah.
it hasn't been explicitly mentioned, but our main Spider-Man is Miles.
Yes.
Mainly because of how early on Peter dies.
Exactly. So right now, currently, again, we'll get more to it later. He is our main Spider-Man.
He's our main Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's Phase 5. Oh my gosh.
4.
That's Part 4
of Civil War.
Wrong phase.
Very good.
Wrong story.
And then it ends with a post-credit scene of Ross coming to the battlefield, collecting John Walker and Sam Wilson, I think.
I believe so.
And Sam Wilson, and they take him to a place. I forgot where it was. Actually, I think it's a building or something like that. And they show John Walker the Captain America suit, or the U.S. agent suit. Sorry. And of course, they're like, hey, we've been running a few tests. We ran some prototype super soldier serums. We did some tests on it. It didn't work out. That's what Ross says, which heavily implies that he tested it on himself.
And maybe something happened. Maybe something big and red and bulky and fiery and hot and Shrexy.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So
maybe I've been drinking too much.
Maybe.
Unnamed beverage.
Yeah, possibly. So, but anyways, we hint that there is now the perfect super soldier serum, and John Walker is hinted to become a U.S. agent.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, I think we could just say it. Yeah, he's hinted to become U.S.
Yeah, and that's where it ends officially. Now, Part 5 opens with, I remember, James is in the hospital, and this is a couple months later, but it's still 2017, but it's a couple months later. And he's in the hospital, and Nick Fury appears. Remember?
Yeah.
Nick Fury appears, and
I think Nick Fury's appeared maybe once or twice before.
Maybe.
I don't remember where. He hasn't been a major player.
Yeah, no. But he does appear,
yeah.
And it's revealed that S.H.I.E.L.D. has been active, kind of newly active, but they just kind of formed and whatnot. And he appears, and he's like, we saved your life.
It's like, well, we kind of, made it sure you didn't die, so now, maybe you gotta, beat up some good guys for us?
Exactly. Which, in turn,
creates this final battle.
Exactly.
And I specifically remember there are important characters, I believe Pietro is on James's side.
Yes.
And so are characters like Beast and She-Hulk.
Do we have the doc? I wish we had the doc of what it was, but yeah.
Yeah, I wish we had the doc, but that's long gone.
Yeah.
Beast, Beast and not Beast.
I know Hulk. No, Hulk.
Black Panther.
Yeah.
Possibly Hulk. I know She-Hulk.
I think was on Hank's side. No.
No, because
Nova and her had to be.
Yeah.
They were
Nova, She-Hulk, Black Panther, Doctor Strange, Mr. Fantastic are the ones I specifically remember who were on James's side.
Yes.
And Pietro. I didn't say Quicksilver.
Yeah.
But yes, Quicksilver. The reason they were is one of my favorite things is because you may be thinking, why would Nova, a guy from space, agree with these rules? Well, it's because he came down, and I believe it was S.H.I.E.L.D., might not necessarily been, but they put this power dampener on him, and they take into custody almost all of these people, not including Mr. Fantastic.
Yes.
Mr. Fantastic goes along with Hank goes along with James willingly.
Yes.
Everyone else is forced against their will to do that. And it does lead into other stories.
It does.
But the biggest thing is the final battle. Right.
Yeah.
And Thor has come down.
Well, remember the spy thing?
Yes. Talk about the spy thing.
So there's a sequence, I think, after the beginning scene or something like that, where it follows Kate, who's now recovered. Again, it's been a couple months. She's kind of still healing from the bullet wound, but she's okay now. It follows Kate Bishop and Logan, I believe.
Yes, and Wolverine.
Yeah, and Wolverine. And they, I believe, go to S.H.I.E.L.D. to free... isn't it to free them?
I don't believe... It's not to free them. They don't go to S.H.I.E.L.D. They go to find out information on Zemo.
Yeah, on Zemo, which is in... Where is it?
It's in where? It's it's in an office building.
S.H.I.E.L.D. headquarters, the building,
I think it might have been something with Ross.
Maybe,
I think it was something to do with Ross.
Yeah. So they go to that building, and there's a really cool fight scene. And Kate is really awesome in this.
She's fantastic.
I really like this scene. It was probably one of the coolest ones, where she goes into the elevator and she fights these guards who are heavily armored, and she's fighting them while kind of reminiscent of Captain America Winter Soldier scene. And and they go into like this room. They're trying to find out information on Zemo. Yeah, you're right, because part 4. They find information on Zemo, and then he calls them in that scene.
Yeah.
Remember? But it's him, I think. Like him.
It's actually him calling.
Outside of costume.
It was like, yeah, I believe so. It was like, hey, what's up? You suck. Can't find me.
Yeah.
And then there happens to be this guy who looks strikingly like Baron Zemo.
In that suit.
That suit.
He fights them both, mostly also Wolverine.
Yeah, I believe Wolverine takes him out.
Yeah, and I believe they all get launched out.
They get launched out of the building, into the river. I remember
where
that.
Wolverine kills him, but also it turns out
it wasn't Zemo. It was the chameleon.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And so he kills him, and they're both like, all right, well now we have information now. So and then later again, if I can remember, Thor comes down,
and he does agree to work with Hank.
Hank, yes.
He's on Hank's side.
And also with Miles and Miss
Miles,
Marvel,
Hank, Miss Marvel,
and Moon Knight.
And the rest of the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, yes. Thor comes down, and I think he comes down and he just says.
I think part of this may be a complete wild card.
Yeah.
I think it might have been partially because Nova's been missing.
Maybe.
I might be talking out my butt right now.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't remember.
Elijah, that energy drink.
Okay.
I don't know what you're
It's okay.
talking about. You mean the unnamed beverage?
Okay. Well, they know it's an energy drink, probably.
No, they don't.
Maybe not. I don't know.
You've been able to read the label the whole time.
Okay.
It hasn't been a secret.
Yeah. Okay, but I don't know. I think he just comes down either because he sensed it. I don't know, but he's here now and he's on their side, and it's hinted. I think he's gonna take him to Asgard, the whole group.
Yeah.
Because he's like, you guys are not safe here, with this Accord's going on and everything.
Yeah.
So I want you guys to come home with me to be safe.
But they don't want to.
They don't want to.
At least not initially. Yeah.
Not initially. But then I guess as they're kind of all leaving and whatnot, I think, if I'm correct, I don't know how it all comes together, but the final battle happens. Which is,
well, they have a final confrontation with Hank.
Yes.
And not Hank, with James.
Yes.
And his team. And let's just say they punch each other a couple times.
Again,
they duke it out.
This scene is not as long as part 1 scene, but
it is a long battle sequence.
Yes. And so...
And I remember what ends it. Do you remember what ends it?
I remember what ends it.
So, there is rubble while they're fighting, and something gets knocked over.
Well, Nova shoots by accident because I think he's punched by Hulk.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, and
somebody's strong enough to damage him.
Yeah.
But he fires, and it knocks down rubble, and it crushes Miss Marvel.
Who, by the way, for context, him and Miles were gonna have
They were hinted at having a relationship.
I think by part 4 or this one.
Did they actually have a relationship?
They kissed. I think
you're right.
Because there's a scene where they have a talk.
Yeah.
I don't know where it's at, but they're together. Not anymore. She died.
She's dead.
She's dead.
And that's the biggest thing is I think this is when James really realizes what's happening, because obviously he never intended for any of this.
Right.
And so that's Thor and the rest of Hank's team leaves. They go up to Asgard.
Yep.
And that is, if I recall correctly, partially the end, because it is then shown that some characters, characters like Black Panther and Nova and She-Hulk still go to prison. They still end up in jail.
Yeah.
And we see them later on.
We do, and Hulk. But yeah.
Hulk was on Hank's team.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
I feel like we've been saying he's... No, you're right. I'm being stupid.
It's okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because Hulk punches Nova. I was thinking we'd been saying Hulk is on James's team.
Nope.
He's not.
But yeah, they go to jail, and the rest of the team that was on Hank's side are up in Asgard, and it's just kind of... It's up in the air, at least at that point, at the end.
Whether or not they're going to come.
Whether or not they're coming back. And that is the end of Phase 3, which is Civil War.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, how would you overall rank Phase 3?
Phase 3 is probably a 9.9. It's so... no, actually, it's a 10. I gotta say it's a 10. No, because for me, that phase... That phase is so really powerful and very like
it's powerful. It's super
impacting.
influential.
Influential.
It's good.
It's good. It's great.
Okay, hot take. I don't think any of the stories in Part 5 beat Nova. Individually.
In Phase 3?
In Phase 3,
okay.
yes. So far, any of the stories, I don't think they beat Nova individually.
That's because as a whole, I rate it as a 10, but each individual one I've owned.
I think overall, it gets. I think I give the overall Phase like a 9.5.
That's fine. Yeah.
Because the Phase overall only gets that because every single story is a 9, like a 9 or an 8.5.
Yeah.
Like they're all like episode or like the second one and maybe the fourth one. Not a ton of stuff happens, but what still happens is phenomenal.
Yeah. Really good.
Yeah. So that's Phase 3.
That's Phase 3.
And now we kick off Phase 4.
So
yes. The first one in Phase 4 is the Hulk.
So this one we're going to make very brief.
This one is, I think the way we put it was our first truly mid story.
Because so the premise, long story short.
I think it's important to mention first, not to interrupt.
Yeah.
I think it's important to mention first that there was a huge gap in between Civil War and Hulk.
Because we
were very busy.
We were doing play.
I think Civil War.
That was during Into the Woods.
Ended during Into the Woods, which was my sophomore year, his junior year.
My junior year, yes.
Which means a lot of these stories did happen very quickly, very close together.
Yeah.
Because what we would do is we would sleep over.
Yes.
We'd do a story, maybe rehearsal because we'd have Saturday rehearsals.
Yeah.
I'd go back to his. We'd do another story.
Yeah, which was so fun.
It was good.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. But so we knocked out a big chunk of these stories in that time period.
Yes.
And then the Hulk didn't happen until I want to say like the next school year.
Probably.
Because Civil War happened in
my junior year.
Your junior year. So it would have ended like February, or it would have been like March.
Probably.
March, April.
Yeah.
Of 2024.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We didn't do another story until August, September 2024. There was a big gap there. Probably, I think, the biggest gap we've ever had.
Probably. Yes, I would say so too. Yeah.
And the next stories are a lot more spread out.
They are.
Over, like, these are all 2024, 2025, or 2025, 2026 stories.
Yeah.
Mainly. We really lost momentum a little bit, but part of it was because of personal stuff. I think it is maybe.
So
first story is Hulk. It's very mid.
So yes, that story's mid. Again, we'll make it very brief.
Yeah.
Pretty much again, it was inspired by. I put it as like it was a story kind of like Old Man Logan type of style, but
but with
Hulk,
and not Hulk's character in Old Man Logan. If you've read Old Man Logan, he's not like that Hulk.
Yeah, not like that. Just Logan's type of vibe wise, I guess. But pretty much essentially the story is this. So we show him land back from Asgard along with Kate Bishop. Do you remember?
I don't think Kate comes with him. I know Miles. I think it's just him and Miles.
Okay, yeah, Miles comes with him. Yeah, so Miles and Bruce Banner are back from Asgard by Thor. From the Bifrost. And I think it's like at least a year later. Like
it's a decent amount of time.
I think it's either 2018 or 2019. I could be wrong.
I can actually check.
Yeah.
I have the thing. Oh. It's late 2017.
Okay, yeah, so it's late 2017.
So it's probably been like 3 or 4 months.
Probably, yeah.
They've been up there for a
they
while.
get back. Long story short, Miles and him split up, and Hulk pretty much just wants to get out of there.
But it's important to note, he's still a criminal.
Yeah.
Any superpowered individual who is not registered is still a criminal.
Right. So he's pretty on the down low. I believe he. What?
You told me about this one, I think.
You did? Yeah. Did we? I think.
You told me about some superhero who's like how to use infrared or something.
It might be him.
Like not legal or something.
Might be this.
He's like
might have
a
been this
teacher
one.
or someone. Or like a nurse, I don't know.
Oh.
I think that's something else.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what that is.
No,
I don't think it's Hulk though.
Yeah. So
but
I know that in the beginning he frees Black Panther, Nova, and She-Hulk. Like he sneaks in.
I do remember that.
Like he sneaks in very quietly, and again, he can't get angry or his cover's blown.
He hulks out.
Yeah, which he doesn't. So thankfully, he gets them out, gets the power adapters off. Nova leaves, and
he goes into space.
And that's the last time we see him.
We haven't seen him since.
And Black Panther.
Would like to see him
Me
again.
too. Yeah, Black Panther goes back to Wakanda,
where he has diplomatic immunity.
Yeah,
we haven't seen him.
Haven't seen him since.
Yeah.
She-Hulk leaves. Haven't seen her since.
We haven't seen her since. Yeah.
But yeah, they're all free now. That's the most important part. And then he leaves, and he goes, I believe, to.
I don't think he goes to Madripoor.
Mexico?
No, he does. He does. No, it is Mexico.
Yeah, I think it's Mexico.
Definitely
Mexico.
Mexico.
Speak Spanish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But since he's released them, people don't see him, but Ross is alerted to him, and there's a certain guy who Ross has under his control, and maybe he sticks him after him, and maybe he's big and
spiky.
bulky. Oh, we weren't supposed to say spiky because they were supposed to assume it was Red Hulk,
yeah.
but it's not.
It's
Abomination. And they have this awesome. They have
probably the best part
in
of the
my
story.
opinion, the best part of the story,
Which was
is
the fight scene.
and it's very reminiscent of. I don't know if it had come out yet. I don't think it had. Superman 2025, with just how much Lex hates Superman, you can tell Hulk and Abomination have this pre-existing relationship.
Yes, exactly.
And they fought before, and Abomination just hates him. Like, Hulk is actively trying to be like, hey, dude, I don't want to fight you.
Yeah, I remember, Bruce Banner in the scene, we did use a figure for him.
We used Joel from The Last of Us.
So,
yes.
beard. He had a rifle, and he's actively running away. He's like, dude, stop. Like, if I Hulk out, that's it. Like, I don't want to do that anymore. And obviously he does.
He does. He hulks out.
And it's a cool fight scene.
Yeah.
He throws Abomination to a lake, and Abomination is dead, quote unquote.
Yeah. But there's one specific thing I want to talk about,
Yeah.
but you finish what you were saying.
Yes, pretty much that's kind of what happens. But,
Yeah. The specific thing I remember about how much of a hater he is Hulk is trying to leave, and eventually he kind of does get away, and then Abomination is like, Hulk, I'm gonna start killing civilians, and he actively gets a civilian, and similar to what Omega Red does in Civil War Part 4, he just gets this normal guy, starts tearing him apart. Like that, and eventually, I think that's what causes him to Hulk out.
I think so.
To save the guy.
Yeah, and he does save him. Thankfully.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. But
yeah,
I feel like that really adds to Abomination's character.
It does.
For when he doesn't show up again.
That's what
Oh.
we think.
Oh. He
Yeah.
died in the river.
Yes, he did. Or did he? Stop. No, we can't. No. We cannot do that.
How could you mention
No,
him?
I did not. No.
Sean Combs on the podcast.
Oh my gosh. Anyways.
Comment if you want to see Sean Combs as a guest.
No,
on the podcast.
I do not want to see him.
He will not be a guest,
No.
but I want to see who out of you are free.
Disgusting. Anyways.
Disgusting, horrible, free.
Yeah. So the story then ends with him.
Yeah. He fights Absorbing Man. Because he's tracking down the leader.
The leader, which
I don't remember why. But
Don't
I know
remember why.
He fights Absorbing Man, and Absorbing Man is
Hopper from season 4 of Stranger Things.
Yeah,
It's a figure.
when he's in the prison uniform. Yep. And he beats him up, and then he finds the leader, and he beats him up, and then what's this? The Illuminati.
Oh yeah.
The Illuminati full of characters who I don't remember who was on the team.
I remember. So it was Black Bolt.
Black Bolt. Yes.
Black Bolt.
Black Bolt.
James. Captain Marvel, the girl. First time seeing her. Professor X.
First time seeing him.
First time seeing Professor X. Reed Richards.
I think that might be it.
I don't know. Are you sure? Black Panther.
Yeah, I think so.
Black Panther.
Doctor Strange.
I think Doctor Strange too.
Doctor Strange.
Yeah, Doctor Strange.
I think that's it.
I think that's it. We could be wrong, but they eventually capture Hulk or Bruce Banner, and they're like, "Hey."
Maybe they set up a Planet Hulk.
Yeah.
Where they're like, hey, so actually, bro,
you
gotta get out of here, bro.
You're gonna mess up a lot of
Get
stuff.
out of here, dog. And so they boot him. They boot him off to space.
Yep.
And he's gone.
And the post-credit scene ends with him on the other planet as Hulk.
It is Sakaar.
It's Sakaar.
He's on Sakaar.
Yeah.
Sakaar.
And
not Scar.
some people
Sakaar.
find him Again, they're just aliens.
They're aliens, except Korg.
Korg, yes. Korg is actually there.
The Nova Corps member, specifically. He's the same character.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he is. Yeah, right. Okay, yeah. They find him, and, it's like, oh, okay, let's drag him out. They drag him out, and it's implied Planet Hulk is going to happen.
We don't currently have any plans of that.
Yeah.
But it is something we could talk about. It's just our current focus is somewhere else.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. So, yeah. And so far, that is the last time we've seen Bruce Banner Hulk, which has been a while. But that is the end of Hulk.
Where would you rank Hulk? I guess, do we want to bounce back and forth with the rankings?
I would say 5 out of 10. Yeah.
Say 5 out of 10? I think 5 out of 10 is good.
It
really was mid. There was
good
a good fight scene, but also it was kind of a return. It was an attempted return to form. It didn't work quite as well.
Yeah, no.
The next story.
What's up?
Just know that in total, the footage is, I think, a little over 2 hours now.
Thank you.
Fine. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's good. Okay.
So, the next story was not a mid story.
No.
Do you know what story it was? I want to see if you remember.
The Wolverine.
It is the Wolverine.
Yes. So this one is really where we start now getting into our X-Men stuff.
Yes.
So again, we'll make this one a little bit brief.
Try and go fast. But this one was good.
It was really good. And it opens with Logan outside of costume coming down from Asgard. But this time,
I want to say Moon Knight comes with him.
I think, and Kate, no?
Might be Kate. Yeah. Kate might as well.
Again, they have dialogue. They go away, and Logan pretty much is just. Oh no, I have notes about this. He's very upset about how everything's going on. Ross is like, like everyone's starting to hate and whatnot, and but I think it connects to Omega Red again.
It does because a big part of it is Omega Red. So he gets captured.
Yes.
By Ross, and we know Ross maybe has a history of sicking abomination on people.
Yeah.
Because this does happen after. I think it happens at a similar time.
Yeah.
But it is technically not the exact same. Omega Red is out there, and so Wolverine is like, well, I gotta track him down
and kill him, probably.
And fully kill him.
Yeah. And so. And then this time we switch to another costume that I think he just has, right?
The one he's currently in.
No, it's the remember the one that you used to have?
The one that I have? I think I brought it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. So this is the one we used. Ignore the here. I'll bring him up there because I can.
Yeah.
Ignore the X-Men belt. This is the figure we've used for him. He's very nice. I really like this figure.
Yeah. Yeah. So ignore the X-Men belt because again, X-Men's not a thing yet.
Yeah. And obviously. I'm pretty sure we just turned it around.
I think we did.
We just reversed it.
Around. Yeah. So he wears that suit and he goes after Omega Red and pretty much.
I remember he goes after Omega Red.
Yeah.
And Omega Red is given a lot more leeway.
Yes.
And he forms a team. The team being the Marauders.
The Marauders, yes.
And listen, if I get what the Marauders do wrong, I apologize. It is entirely my fault because I told Jayden what the Marauders do.
Right.
I kind of just made them similar to the Brotherhood, but they're kind of just they're doing it because they can.
Right.
They're evil mutants. And we had random Vertigo. Long shot. Even though I know he's not alien. We'll leave him for last.
Yes.
Leave him for last.
No. What's her name? Green hair girl.
That's Vertigo.
Okay, Vertigo. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can't remember if Silvermane was there or not. Or not Silvermane.
Pretty Boy.
Pretty Boy.
Pretty Boy.
Pretty Boy down here.
Yeah.
And Zero.
Yes.
Actually, I have all of them except Vertigo with me.
Yeah.
These goobers.
Those guys.
These guys. But there was a last member.
Yeah.
This last member was Gambit.
A young Gambit.
Yeah. This is how we introduce Gambit.
Yeah.
And basically what happens is Wolverine goes in to take out the Marauders.
Right.
Omega Red isn't there. And he does. He takes out the Marauders. And I think he kills them.
I think he kills them.
I'm pretty sure they all die.
Besides Vertigo.
Except Vertigo, yes.
Yeah.
Doesn't die. And then Gambit, because Gambit ends up helping him.
Yes.
And there is something to be said about this entire story. He's realizing that he isn't the only mutant again.
Exactly.
And so he's got kind of this newfound hope.
Yes.
Yeah. So did he realize that with Omega Red?
Kinda. Wait, is it recording, Nadia?
Is it recording?
Okay,
Thank you.
Alright, but he realizes he's not the only one anymore, especially with Gambit. And then
And the rest of the Marauders.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I believe then Professor X finds them.
Yes,
and,
Professor X and Cyclops.
And Cyclops, a young Cyclops again.
Yes, very young.
Him and Gambit are like teens right now. They're probably like 16 or something like that.
Yeah.
They find them, and pretty much, long story short, Professor X is like, Logan, Remy, you guys are a part of
you guys should join what we're putting together here.
And then he's like, what is this? And he's like, the X-Men.
Yeah. I think that's the end though.
That's the end of that one.
First, he fights Omega Red, and he does end up taking him out. I believe.
Yes. Yeah.
I think he cuts his head off.
I think so.
I think he does.
He does, yeah.
I believe he cuts his head off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
Yes. So then.
Yeah. Okay, I see. Yeah. So that's the end of Wolverine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's
very fun.
And so what do you want to write down?
For Wolverine, at least an 8.
I would say an 8.
I think.
8 out of 10.
Yeah. Okay. The next one is gonna be a lot of fun. The next one. Okay, based on my reaction, what do you think the next one is?
Game Wars.
Game Wars is not. Game Wars isn't as much fun.
It's not.
Not as much fun as this one. It's a really good one. It's a really good one. It's a really good story that we did. He really good. You should know this. You did the story.
I don't have the notes.
Yeah, but you. Okay.
Give me a hint.
What's in this? We just talked about a character who is in this. 2 characters who are in this, and we've been hinting about it for a while now. No, you should know this. It's a different one with a team.
Thunderbolts.
I'm gonna start tweaking out.
No, it's not.
Yeah, no, it is Thunderbolts.
Okay.
It took you so
Yes.
long.
Okay.
Next, do you see why I have that reaction now? Okay. I adored Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts was amazing.
Now, our Thunderbolts team was Abomination, Zemo, Killmonger, who had not appeared yet, Ghost, Yelena Belova, who I believe also hadn't appeared yet.
Not yet.
U.S. Agent, Winter Soldier, and Omega Red.
Yes. So it turns out he didn't die when he got his head cut off.
He got his head cut off, but I'm pretty sure I thought he had a really strong healing factor. Yeah. I don't know if he actually does, but in this universe, you know what?
Does.
He does.
Why not?
Watch me.
Sorry.
What are you going to do about
One
it?
of the figures fell. I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's okay. No, I got it.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. But, yeah, he has a healing factor. He healed up because high-key it's Omega Red. And you know what? Maybe I wanted him to. Yeah. Maybe I didn't want him to die.
I also
Maybe
I
really like
I kind of wanted him.
Omega Red.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
so, essentially, with this story, this is when the other big man comes in. Not Ross. Kingpin. But he comes in later, so we have to be patient. Oh.
We have to be patient.
My bad.
So, do you want me to take it? Because I remember. Okay. So, sorry, I took Wolverine too.
You're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the biggest thing. So it starts with Ross.
Mm-hmm.
Ross puts together this team, and he's like, "Hey, I need you to do this stuff for me, and your guys are all prisoners, so like you kind of have to." And they were like, "What if we don't want to?" And he was like, "Womp, freaking womp, go do what I want."
I just remember. Sorry, real quick. At the end of Civil War Part 5, Bucky is tased with James's war machine thing, and that brings back his memories.
That's true.
And
I remember that.
I just remember that. And
yeah.
And he's like, "Where's Steve?" And then they knock him out and give him to jail. Anyways.
Yes, you're right. So
Sorry.
Bucky does have his memories back.
He does now.
Yes. I completely forgot about that. But you're totally right.
Yeah. I completely forgot.
So he's like actually a person again, and not just a killing machine.
Mm-hmm.
But so he puts together this team, and there are 5 missions, and they gradually ramp up in intensity.
Mm-hmm.
The first one is just like killing a person.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm not saying that's not intense. Killing people is wrong.
Yes.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
But for trained killers, killing one person, not that big of a deal.
Mm-hmm.
Second one, killing a couple people, not that big of a deal. Third one, killing a few people. Ramp it up in intensity, but this entire time they're learning about each other and they're getting closer. And it's similar to MCU Thunderbolts.
Yeah, in a way.
Where they start to become a family.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I remember Ghost and Abomination start
having a thing.
Yeah, they start a relationship because we do actually have an out of form.
Yeah.
Abomination. I just did not remember the figure for him.
Yeah, I forgot what
he
it
is sure that I remember it was Damien Hellstrom.
Yeah, but
we just pretended he didn't have a pentagram on his chest.
Yeah. does do that. Yeah.
But yeah,
yeah.
But yeah, it was a really really sweet story.
It was.
And like you get the backstory of Zemo and a bit more of why he did it, and you get backstory of Omega Red and who he really is, and it's just like it's a really really sweet story.
It is, yeah.
And the fourth mission that they have is to kill 2 politicians. They split into 2 different groups. One of these politicians is Kingpin, and I remember Abomination is not in the Kingpin killing group because if he was, the Kingpin would be dead, and Kingpin did not end up dead.
No, he didn't.
But so they like split up. They do this task, and they're like fighting, and they think they finished the task.
Yeah.
Obviously, Kingpin doesn't die. I believe the other politician does.
Yes.
But I don't. I think it was just like
we named someone from the comics.
I think it.
Person.
I don't think it was someone super
No.
important.
Yeah.
So they meet back up, and I don't remember exactly what their 5th task was. I don't know if we ever found out.
I think it was like I forgot what it was. Something really bad.
It was something really intense.
I forgot what it was. Sorry about that.
And so most of them, because they've gradually been getting their humanity back, it's like, no, we can't do that.
Yeah.
And originally, U.S. Agent John Walker is like, womp frickin' womp, dude. That's what we're here for.
Right.
Kind of like the Peacemaker of Suicide Squad, where he's like, well, that's what we were told to do, so we need to do it. But gradually, they begin to wear down on him, and even like Omega Red is like, no, I'm done.
Yeah.
Like we're not responding to them anymore. And so they eventually decide, well, let's go meet up with Ross.
And we're gonna tell him straight to his face, no, we're done.
Exactly. And so they do that, and maybe possibly it doesn't go all too well for them. And we get to see why Red Hulk is in the villains section.
Exactly.
Because he is technically the overall villain. It's like if the Suicide Squad was like, hey, we're going to fight Amanda Waller.
Yeah.
And then Amanda Waller was like, well, actually, I'm a red flaming monster.
Yeah.
And she does that. And I'm hoping you guys have seen Suicide Squad.
Hopefully. Maybe not.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah. But,
yeah.
So they fight, and you want to say what happens?
So they're all fighting. And then one person...
I specifically remember this scene.
Yeah.
It was, I believe, Killmonger dies first.
Yeah, how does he die again?
I'm guessing he just gets, like, his neck snapped.
Because I remember Killmonger goes for the kill, and Red Hulk grabs him and pretty much just breaks his neck.
Yeah, just obliterates
him. And just throws him to the side.
And I remember you and I made eye contact after that scene.
Yep.
And I got the idea of he's going to kill all of them. And apparently you said you didn't have that idea. But I think I suggested it.
And then I was like, you know what? We did.
We did that.
So here's what happened. We killed. He straight up murders Abomination the way he is. He just murders him.
But he kills Ghost first.
Yeah, he does kill Ghost first, which in turn makes.
But how does he kill Ghost?
I don't remember.
You don't remember?
I don't remember.
Okay, so I guess I will take this part. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Ghost and Abomination were like fully getting into their relationship, and Red Hulk grabs Ghost and fully impales her on the back of Abomination, his spikes.
Yep, I remember that.
And that's what kills her.
Yep.
And then he fully rips Abomination apart. I remember that.
I remember that. He rips him in half.
We get another in half rip.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh man, I remember that.
I don't entirely remember most of the other
kills. So then he takes Bucky, he rips off his metal arm, and he throws him outside the window.
He throws him out the window.
But I will tell you now, Bucky is alive.
High key, Bucky's fine.
And he takes Omega Red, and I remember, snaps off his arms.
Yeah.
He snaps off his arms, and he kills him.
But, okay, Omega Red is not, he hasn't returned.
He hasn't.
Or has he?
Oh, we don't know. Yeah.
I'm going to keep doing that.
I know. But,
yeah.
Omega Red gets killed. Bucky gets killed, but they're both alive. We can confirm that, but they just haven't been seen. John Walker is the last one.
Yeah. And I remember what happens to him. He gets his head stepped on.
Yep.
He fully just
gets his head stepped on, and yeah. Yelena is killed.
So she's killed as well. She doesn't actually die.
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly what happens to her, but it's nonchalant enough that she's fine.
Yeah.
Zemo, not so much. Zemo's fully dead.
He's dead. He's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gone. And that is the end of Thunderbolts, if I
Literally,
remember correctly.
And that's it. There's nothing else.
There.
It ends with them all dead.
With them all dead.
And
you know what? I don't regret a single one of those deaths.
Me neither.
I think it was phenomenal.
I loved Thunderbolts so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where do you rank Thunderbolts?
8.5.
8.5. See, all of this is making me rethink my ranking of Nova. I think I'm bumping Nova up to a 9.5.
Me too. What was mine?
We both had it at 9.
Okay, yeah.
And I'm putting Thunderbolts at a 9 because
Okay.
I adored it, but I still thought Nova was better.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'll say the same thing. Yeah. This one.
Yeah. Okay, it's Captain America.
Captain America.
New World Order is, I believe, what it's called. Yes. Or it's just New Order.
Yeah. Which, of course, newsflash, does star Sam Wilson.
It's Sam Wilson's Cap.
Yeah.
So this one, I'm going to be honest, I don't remember a ton.
I remember a little bit, but again, this one, let's just gloss over.
Yeah.
Because, sorry, Sam. But essentially, this one is about Sam Wilson after finding out the fact that John has died for unknown reasons. That's very important.
Ross is still in control. Yeah.
Yeah, and they have like a funeral scene. I remember like it's announced and like it's rainy and like Ross is acting like nothing happened. He's just like, I'm sorry, Sam.
Yeah. He's obviously been pretty nonchalant about
Exactly.
it.
Right.
If he's not, then like everybody knows who killed him.
And Ross pretty much is just like, look, you're gonna need to be Captain America. And Sam's like, why? And he's just like, what would John want? And he's like, okay. Essentially, he becomes Captain America. We flash forward a year because now I believe it's 2019, right?
Let me check just to make sure.
Just to make sure.
That's right.
It could be right. It could be wrong.
Okay, Thunderbolts was the last 2017 story.
Gotcha.
So Captain America: New Order is 2018.
Okay, so yes, we do go to a new year now, and it's 2018, and he has now been Captain America. Long story short, he meets up with
so he meets up with our new Hawkeye.
Yes.
Which is
an original character.
Yes, technically.
Kind of like James.
I can't remember what his first name is.
So his first name is Francis Thompson is his name.
Yeah.
But
his real name
is Francis Barton.
Barton. What's this? Hawkeye had a kid.
Another one.
And
it is believed, I think it is She-Hulk's son.
But he hasn't shown any abilities of hulking out yet.
It's mostly just Hawkeye.
Yeah.
But again, he's really, I'm sorry, unfortunately, he's not important, at least right now.
Yeah. He was really fun.
He was fun. Really
but
fun.
he hasn't appeared since. Or has he? Whoa! I need to keep doing that.
Yeah. But long story short, Sam Wilson, over the course of the story, stops Baron Strucker, which is why he's there, and because Hydra has actually turned out to be found out that it's actually been here this whole time, and is trying to come back to power. Yeah. And
but who goofs and gaffs with him? Who's this? Who's the third member of their posse? You should know this. You directed this. You directed this story.
I don't remember it, my guy.
Bro, it was Yelena. Yelena's the third member of
Yes, she is. Yep.
So she is the only one to have been actively shown to have survived Red Hulk.
Yes.
And Thunderbolts.
Yeah. And it's unfortunate that, she is on Hydra's side. And so, Sam...
Oh, you're right, she was.
Yeah.
I forgot about that part,
yeah. Too, yeah. So, it turns out, Ross has a nuke.
Yep, Ross has a nuke.
Rock has a nuke. All right, we're just flashing forward to the end.
Yep.
He has a nuke.
He's going to fire the nuke.
He's going to fire it on Washington. Sam flies there as fast as he can and gets the nuke. And
no, it's Hydra, not Ross, right?
No, it's Ross.
Is it Ross?
Yeah. Remember?
Why is Ross nuking?
I don't remember.
I don't know.
Because I think he finds out that he killed...
yeah. And he's like, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to make it look like you fired the nuke.
Exactly.
Like, he's fully going full comic book villain.
But Sam, of course, goes to the nuke, has a little sacrifice play moment, but then, thankfully, he uses the shield and his wings, blocks it.
And he's fine. Now, it's a nuke blast. Also, this is
in the air.
It was in the air. Okay, I think it got... I'm pretty sure it was full. It was space.
Yeah. And... don't remember how it ends.
And that pretty much is how it ends.
That's how it ends, pretty much. So...
And this... Honestly, I think this podcast is really helping me remember, like, we need to tie up that end.
Me too. Yeah, me too. Do you need to remember it?
Oh.
Yeah. So, okay. Ranking this one, this is another 5 out of 10 for me.
I I'd give it a 6.
6, which is fair.
Yeah.
But this one,
Because I think it's fun.
It's fun.
But it's not the greatest. Okay. I have a question for you, Jayden.
I know which one's next.
What do you think is the
Astonishing
next
X-Men.
story? No, it's not Astonishing
Spider-Man
X-Men.
Gang Wars?
Yeah, it's Gang Wars.
Okay.
Okay.
This one also we're going to be brief on.
Yeah.
Spider-Man Gang Wars.
Because the most important thing is that we were really, really tired.
Really tired. This was at the end of the night.
Really tired. Yeah. We were really tired, and we had good ideas.
Yeah.
The ideas were not played out very well.
Not the best.
Yeah.
And again, I say let's just talk about the beginning in detail as much as
Yes.
detail as
The
we want.
beginning was really
The beginning
fun.
is the best part of the story because I was telling Elijah the other day. This is one of the moments where I felt this was truly a comic book moment come to life. So we see that in a gas station type of place.
It's a gas station, yeah.
A big hairy man comes in and he's just I forgot why, but he's threatening this.
He's beating people up. He's
beating
stealing
people up.
stuff.
Yeah, he's stealing stuff. And it's Sabretooth.
It's Sabretooth.
And
which is an X-Men villain.
exactly. So then Spider-Man, of course, being the hero he is, he comes down, swings in, throws him out. He banter, whatever. They fight, and Sabretooth actually has him in his grasp by the end of the fight. He's about to kill him before he gets blasted by an optic blast.
By a portal into the punch dimension. Which is, as a fun fact, that's how Cyclops' blast works.
It is.
His eyes are a portal into the punch dimension.
It's interesting, isn't it?
Yep.
And
which is why that like photo or like that drawing of him cooking burgers with his lasers is wrong.
It's wrong. It's not heat based. Okay?
It's kinetic
it's not
based.
Kinetic, exactly.
Lock
in. Anyways, the newly formed X-Men show up, and it is currently right now in this story it is Wolverine in his now present and current costume. Right there, that one, Cyclops in his official outfit, Gambit in his official outfit, and I believe
that's it.
Colossus was there?
I don't think so.
It wasn't. Yeah, okay.
It was just those 3.
It's just those 3.
Mm-hmm.
And they...
The same ones we see at the end of Wolverine.
Exactly, yeah. And they kind of have a cool fight scene and whatnot. They help stop Sabretooth.
Crap out of him.
Yeah. And
then Cyclops is like...
Yeah.
It was just those 3, I remember.
Because then who carries him? Into the ship.
Colossus definitely wasn't there, because Colossus's first showing was in X-Men.
Yeah. Was it? No, the Professor was not there.
Professor can't.
Because I wrote... No.
I think they probably just dragged him.
Probably, maybe.
Yeah. But I do remember Cyclops is like, nice work, kid.
Yep.
You're doing great.
And
which is a little patronizing.
I mean, well, kind of. But I mean, I think, he was young. And
he wasn't trying to be a jerk.
No.
But, like, Miles had been a superhero for longer than Cyclops had.
And I think right now Miles is grown out of his kid years, and now he's like... No. It's only been a year.
Yeah.
I think, no, it's 2019.
The ages get a little wonky.
They do.
You're gonna have to ignore
Just ignore it. Well, no, because 2017 is all... No, never mind. It should be fine. So I think he's probably like 15 or something like that, or 16.
He's
still young.
Yeah, he's really young in
Because when we see him in the future stuff, he's older. We established that.
Anyways. If we see him again, maybe he dies in Gang Wars.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
Anyways. Yes. So, and we have a moment with him and Wolverine, because again, they were really close during Civil War. They talk, and I really love this moment, because like, Logan's like, how are you doing? And Miles is like, I'm good. And Logan offers him to join the X-Men. He's like, we could use some help. And he's like, after they've
high key, not a mutant, dog.
I'm not, well, not just that.
Yeah,
just like,
I know.
I don't want to do the team stuff anymore.
High key, bro. So actually, I'm not like you people.
Okay. Now you're making it racist.
Miles was a little racist against mutants.
I would hope not.
Maybe he's high key Captain America in any X-Men project.
No, we do not bring that up. We do not bring that up. But yeah, so he pretty much, Miles says no, and Wolverine's like, you have a spot open anytime. That's not gonna happen. But it's just a nice gesture.
Maybe he will. Maybe it will never happen because he dies in Gang Wars. Oh
no. Okay. Anyway.
Yes. So
yes,
he meets up with his friend Joaquin Torres,
who is in high school. And pretty much there's a whole mystery going on with Dr. Octopus.
Yes, Dr. Octopus is the main villain.
Yeah, and he goes into this where, again, I'm trying to just skip over this one. This one is just really...
So he and Falcon, Joaquin Torres, because he's the Falcon now,
yeah.
they go to a building, and they beat up a gang, and then they go to another building, and they beat up another gang, and then they go to a third building, and they find Dr. Octopus. And there's a vat. And what's in the vat?
A clone of Peter Parker.
A clone of Peter Parker? Whoa! Okay, in all honesty, though, it was a pretty cool reveal.
It was a cool reveal.
I think my biggest issue with Gang Wars is something I will say when we're done with the story.
Ooh.
Because we should probably finish the plot.
Yeah. So, Spider-Man's let out. Long story short, they fight Dr. Octopus, defeat him.
Yeah. And then Spider-Man,
Peter, and Miles have a little quick conversation.
It's like, but it really is, Peter's like, bro, I don't know who you are.
Exactly. And Miles is like, how do you not know? And he's like, I don't know you. And that's it.
Yeah. And then he swings away.
Yeah. And that's pretty much how he ended.
Yeah. That's how he ended. My biggest issue was that, if you'll notice, a warehouse full of two, it was like Rhino and Shocker in one warehouse, and then Sandman and Hydro Man in another, stuff like that. You will notice that's not a gang. And I will agree with you.
Yes.
It's not a gang. And I wish we had done it better. And maybe we'll try it again some other day.
Maybe.
Some other time.
Yeah.
But...
yeah.
Excuse me, I burped. Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah.
Yeah, so that one...
But there was an end scene. Do you not remember the end scene? I remember the end scene. Okay. So, we get kinda... It's like end scene of Miss Marvel core, where Kate... I believe it's Kate.
No, it's Sam Wilson.
Is it Sam Wilson?
I just remembered.
You're right, it is Sam Wilson.
Yeah.
Sam Wilson is like, yo, what if you...
Join the Avengers. The new Avengers. Joaquin Torres.
Whoa. Lights out.
Yeah. And we never see that again because we haven't
touched on Avengers yet. Or have we?
Oh my gosh. It's actually getting so annoying. Ranking this one, again, not the best. We kind of glossed over it.
Yeah.
If you have any questions about it in the comments, go ahead.
Yeah.
We're just glossing over it.
And any other thing, we haven't said that in a minute, but yeah.
Yeah. 6 out of 10. The 6 is really just the beginning. That's everything.
That's fair, actually.
Yeah.
I give it a 5.5 because of the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What's the next story, Jayden?
So now...
What's the next story?
The next story is Astonishing X-Men.
What are you talking about? So you got really excited, and I was like, I didn't think Fantastic Four was that good. No, it's X-Men. It's totally X-Men. You're right. It's totally X-Men.
Okay, so I got it. Okay, now I'm not excited anymore. It's X-Men.
No, it's X-Men. I guess we'll gloss over X-Men.
Okay, listen.
We've been hyping up X-Men for a while now.
You know about X-Men.
I told you about X-Men.
So all the way in the beginning of the podcast, Nadia said that the longest story we did was probably 6 hours. And that is
X-Men.
Astonishing X-Men. That's what it's called. And this story is officially the best story we've ever done. It is better than Nova. It is a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that straight out of the gate.
So I want to say our X-Men team.
Yes.
Our lineup that we have is Colossus, Cyclops, Gambit, Rogue, Wolverine.
And Kitty Pryde.
Pryde, who we do not have because I forgot her figure.
Yeah.
And Professor X.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this one is our longest story, and pretty much, again, I don't want to gloss over it, but I do want to make it a little quick because it is the longest one.
Yeah, and this is already long as it is.
I know. So listen. So Kitty Pryde is our out of water.
It's our introductionary.
Or fish out of water character. There you go. And we follow her as she finds out her powers. She gets kicked out of school because all this stuff happens.
Mutant.
Yeah.
And there is still low-key mutant racism.
There is, because now the mutant, we learn in the stories that the mutant population, we learn that I'll say that later. Yeah. But we do learn that, again, the mutant population is kind of rising and whatnot, and as she's going home from one of these days with her father, they have a whole thing, Juggernaut comes out of nowhere, knocks their car out of the way, and kills her father.
I do remember that now.
Remember that? She wakes up in the middle of the scene, and she's scared, but then she sees...
Who's fighting the Juggernaut? Is it?
Yeah, it's the X-Men, and and I believe the one that saves her is Cyclops. I mean, not Cyclops, Colossus.
It's Colossus.
And they fight the Juggernaut. They take him out, and Juggernaut carries them, and they take her in their wing because they realize she's a mutant, and she's scared. They go to the mansion. Honestly, I think this story we should save for another episode. Honestly, because if it's our best one, we should talk about it.
You know what?
Right?
I don't disagree.
So let's just gloss over this one.
Yeah.
And the next episode we decide we'll talk about it.
So can I speed run it super fast?
Yes. We'll get more into detail on this one in another episode.
Okay.
We just decided.
Lock in with me. Direct eye contact. I'm gonna need direct eye contact from all of you.
Yes.
Listening / watching. Okay. So they're goofing. They're gaffing. They're fighting. They're close. Oh, they're friends. Oh, we forgot to mention that Nightcrawler's in the team. I just remembered that Nightcrawler's in the team. We didn't mention him.
I can't rule him out, but yes, we have him.
Nightcrawler is also in the team.
He's also on the team. He's great.
We forgot to mention
characters.
that. They're so great. They're all getting fleshed out. They're all they love each other.
Yes.
As a family.
A lot.
And Colossus and Kitty maybe love each other as more than a family.
They do.
Whoa.
They do. Yeah.
That's crazy. And then Professor X is like, yo, go fight Magneto. And they're like, okay. And so they go and they fight Magneto. And Magneto's like, yo. And he drops a bombshell that I think we'll save to the other episode.
Oh, yeah. The other episode, this bombshell changes everything. Everything.
It changes everything.
And we will
But we can't talk about it because we need engagement.
We do. So get on the next episode. We don't know if it's episode 3, 4. We don't know.
Yeah.
But stay tuned.
It won't be episode 2 because episode 2 hasn't been filmed yet.
Yes, exactly. I'm so sorry. You're so nasty. That was so close to my cat.
At the end of the story.
And yes, that is our 10. Both of us agree.
It's a 10 out of 10 story.
You want to find out? Wait till episode whatever.
Wait till whenever we talk about it.
All right. Now.
Thanks. You can be locked out now.
Okay. So I believe we have 2 more.
No, we have 4 more.
Fantastic Four is next.
Yes, actually, Fantastic Four is next.
Now, here's the thing. This one is also another mid one. So we're gonna gloss over this one.
Should we gloss over it?
Let's gloss over it.
Fantastic. Do you want me to speed round again? I'll speed round again.
And let me just say the beginning.
Yeah,
I'll pass it to you. So the beginning. We open after Civil War. They get down. It's Sue, Johnny, and Thing. Fantastic Four split up, and they're mad at Reed. Reed gets them back together because this and that, right? Okay, yes.
Specifically, negative zone.
Negative zone related
being
stuff.
Wonky.
Exactly. Now you.
And so they're all like, Rita's like, please come with me, guys. And they're like, no, you suck.
You suck.
Exactly. Yeah. Just like that. That's what Thing sounds like.
You suck.
You suck.
You suck.
But so he's eventually like, please, guys, I'll bark for you. And they're like, okay, do it. And he barks for them. So they all go into the negative zone. And then they're like, who's goofing around in the negative zone? And they see there's this row of like, there's like Maestro's head, if you know who that is.
Yeah.
Strife's head. The Infinity Gauntlet.
Thor's
Superior
hammer.
Iron Man armor. Thor's hammer.
The Cloak of Levitation.
Cloak of Levitation. Bunch of super powerful artifacts.
And it goes on for a while.
And so they're like, what in the freak? And then they find this guy, and he's got like this purple face. And like a green cloak or whatever.
I think it's a blue face, but yes. Technically.
I think mine is technically purple.
No, he has a blue face.
No, you're right. It's blue.
2 hours, 15 minutes.
Thank you. That's fine. Thank you. Okay.
And so the guy turns around and he's like, yo, bros, I'm Kang the Conqueror. And they're like, oh, frick. Who? Oh. And he's like, I kill people through time.
Yep.
And they're like, oh, flip.
And he's like, you're next.
I'm gonna get you next. And so they're like, okay, now we have to fight you.
Yep.
And so they fight him. But they're losing.
Yep. And
so they're like, you know what? Let's retreat back to the normal realm.
Yeah.
And so they're trying to escape. But King is like, yo ho ho, I'm coming after you, bro.
Yep.
And so Human Torch is like, wait out, guys. I'll hold him back. And so he flies out, and everybody's like, no, Johnny, don't go. And Johnny's like, no, bro, get out of here, dog. And they're like, okay, champ.
I don't think that's not really okay. Go ahead.
I'm saying exact dialogue right now. So they leave, and Johnny's like, whoa, don't wait up. And they close the portal, and they leave him.
I thought it was he just flies through and they go back into it.
You're right.
Yeah.
They do. So they all go out together, and then King is like, oh, I'm coming. He's coming.
Human Torch goes through.
Yeah,
and
Human Torch goes back through.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right. That's what happens.
And then they go back in, and they find that...
Wait, no, that's the end.
No.
That's the end. It's an end scene.
It's an end
and
scene.
in an end scene, they go back into the negative zone. And do you want to take this part?
And so they find that Kang is dead because Johnny Storm killed him. But Johnny Storm, unfortunately, got impaled with a sword. I don't know what sword or something like that.
It was one of the fancy swords. Maybe it was Loki's sword.
Maybe
it was
yeah. Who knows? And
maybe it was the Necro sword.
Yeah, maybe.
That's a fun sword.
Let's do that.
So it was the Necro sword. We just decided.
Sure, we just decided. They find him. They bring him back, and unfortunately, this is another thing I regret.
Yeah.
Johnny Storm dies.
He's dead. He's gone.
He's gone. They have a funeral scene. Logan's there. Miles is there. I think Kate, remember the funeral scene? You missed a lot, man. I remember a lot of this. Yeah, they have a funeral scene. Logan's there. Miles is there. Do you not remember?
I might be starting to remember.
I think Moon Knight was also there. Wait, no, Moon Knight was not. But
no, Moon Knight wasn't.
But Miles and Logan were there. And
you might be right.
And
Yeah, you're right.
And Jean, I think. Or not Jean. Sorry.
Not Jean. Kate.
No. Or yeah, Kate. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think Kate.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Something like that. They have a funeral scene. They tell him that it's gonna be okay. Blah blah blah. Then we cut to a post-credit scene where Sue is pregnant with twins, and we show the suits of future. Remember the suits?
Okay, seriously, I don't remember a single thing in this story.
I remember this. So I remember we pan. It's a shot like we show them. We pan.
You're like saying things and I'm remembering them after you say them.
We pan to remember the suits, the Marvel Legends suits.
Yeah.
The twins. We pan to that and then we cut.
Yeah. See, like you're saying things and I'm like, yeah, that did happen. But if you just came up to me and was like, hey, what happened in the end of Fantastic Four? I'll be like, Johnny died.
Something like that. Yeah.
I don't remember that one.
We implied that the twins are happening.
Yeah.
And that's the last time we saw Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
That's it. All right.
Yeah.
Rank it.
But to be fair, there's only 3 stories left after this. Rank it 6.5.
5.
5? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, maybe I ranked it too high.
No, you're good.
Yeah. Okay. Next one. What's the next one? I don't want to speed round this one.
Okay, which one is this one?
Okay, there's 3 left. We did this one. I'm not gonna tell you which one it is. You have to guess. No.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Okay. So this one, I'm actually really excited.
This one was actually really.
This one's really good.
We won't speed round this one.
Yeah, this one no. So this next story is Spider-Man and Daredevil, which is, yes, you heard that right, Daredevil.
Mm-hmm.
He's finally introduced, and
I'm realizing a lot of these characters, like a couple of these characters, are like Punisher and Daredevil still have not been introduced.
No.
Up until now.
That's right.
Neither is Jubilee.
Punisher's also. We can't say Jubilee. Well, but that's in the future story. That's why we bring her on.
Well, yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, yeah. So
maybe you can bleep out the name.
No, that's fine. It's fine.
But we haven't brought in.
Sure. Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know.
Bro.
Anyways, so this story.
No,
you're good. This story introduces Daredevil and Punisher, and this story is very street level. It's about Miles finding. Again, I think. Okay, this one takes place at least in 2020. When does it take place?
Bro, I don't think we're in 2020.
Or something like that. Look it up. Yeah.
2019.
Okay. So this is, I think, 2019.
I remember the opening.
Yes.
I remembered the opening.
What is it?
So Spider-Man is going out and he finds like a warehouse and there's silly goofy guys and they're like being criminals and stuff. So he goes in and he starts beating on these criminals. And what's one of these criminals that he finds in there? He finds
Superior Spider-Man.
Superior Spider-Man. Now, Superior Spider-Man is Doc Ock in Spider-Man's body.
Yes.
That is not the route we're going down. It's just, this is clone Peter.
No. Yeah.
In, like, he's made a costume for himself. Likely based off of what he saw of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
This isn't, like, actually Superior Spider-Man, though.
Right, it's not.
We did use the suit.
In canon, we're just using the suit.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But, so Spider-Man beats down on the people.
Yes.
And then Superior Spider-Man gets away. He's gone.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. I just wanted to say that.
Okay.
I've been taking a lot of stuff, and I apologize.
No, you're good.
You
good.
can take this.
Okay, no, you're good. Okay, so then after this, we show that Miles is kind of depressed. You know, he's kind of not focusing on school as much, and he's a little bit older. I think he's like 17 now.
I think.
He's in that suit right there, and I believe I think when we see him first meet Daredevil is when
he meets Daredevil is after he meets Punisher.
Yes, because Punisher is gonna kill him.
No, you're right. Yeah,
Yes.
It's right after that.
So yeah.
Punisher is in the same warehouse.
Yeah,
you're right.
Because I think he looks for Peter and whatnot. He goes to find him, and
Punisher is working on killing these guys in the warehouse. And Spider-Man beats up the bad guys, but he also is fighting Punisher. And let's just say he doesn't entirely win.
Nope.
And so I specifically remember this next scene was inspired by Daredevil season 2.
Yeah.
Where he's in chains on a roof.
Yeah.
With Punisher.
Yes, and because I remember he gets saved by Daredevil.
Yes.
Which is then revealed that it's like, whoa, it's Daredevil, and it's really cool, and he's in that suit.
Yeah.
Currently, but we'll get to that in future stuff. Yeah. So.
It's also revealed that Daredevil and Punisher have a history together.
They do have a history.
They know each other.
Yeah, and it turns
out...
And
they don't like each other.
They don't like each other, and they've been around for a lot longer than we think.
A while, yeah.
Which we will get to.
Does it say in the story how long he's been around? Or is that a future conversation?
It's hinted at, but we don't say it, yeah. So, because, there's a scene on the rooftop where they kind of talk, and main thing to get out of this conversation is Miles asks Daredevil, who are you and where have you been? Like, where were you during Civil War? He doesn't say Civil War, but where were you doing during the Accords and whatnot? And Daredevil doesn't say anything because we have some stuff planned. But he does say, like, I've been through a lot more than you thought.
Yeah, he's saying stuff like, I've been where you haven't.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so pretty much they leave Punisher and whatnot, and they kind of discuss together a whole thing about Kingpin, and they find out all that stuff. I'm kind of just,
Yeah, trying to go relatively quick, but also not too quick.
Right, yeah, just so we have time for the future stuff.
Yeah.
So they... I forgot why they meet up or they fight Kingpin.
So they meet up and they try and take down Kingpin.
Yes, I forgot what the reasoning was.
Yeah, well, Kingpin's being a criminal.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he's still doing that stuff. And so I specifically remember they have a fight scene.
Which is really cool.
Yeah. Tombstone is also there, though.
Yes.
Tombstone doesn't fight, but he does exist. He's there, and he's set up for future things.
Yes,
I have ideas for him.
Right.
Yeah.
And I remember specifically we have our own hallway scene, which is the very first of possible many. We have our first hallway scene, which is with Miles Morales and Daredevil, them both fighting together, and it's really awesome. I remember loving that scene.
It's so much fun.
And yeah, they get done with that hallway scene, they go to the main doors, and they go in and they meet up with Wilson Fisk, and
they're ready to take him out, and they start fighting him, but someone, silly goofy guy, gets in the way. You know what I'm referring to, right? Yeah. So, sorry, I don't want to take everything. I feel like I'm saying
no, you're good.
Okay,
ahead, yeah.
So Punisher drops in, and he starts trying to kill Wilson Fisk. And I think it's one of my favorite, I think it's one of the most fun battle sequences.
Probably.
Because it was Daredevil and Spider-Man against Kingpin and Punisher.
Yeah. And
it was Punisher against Kingpin and Daredevil and Spider-Man, and it was Daredevil, Spider-Man against Punisher and Kingpin. It was Kingpin against Spider-Man and Daredevil and Punisher.
Yeah.
And then it was Punisher against Kingpin and technically Spider-Man and Daredevil.
Yeah.
So it was a 3-party fight scene where they're all beating down on each other.
Yeah.
It was really fun.
It was really awesome. And I do think that it ends with Kingpin getting beat. Does he get arrested? I don't think he does.
He doesn't get arrested.
He doesn't get arrested.
But there's the implication of, sirens and police are coming.
Yeah.
And they have to leave because, technically speaking, the Accords are still in effect.
Yeah, so they're not supposed to be known right now. So they all kind of leave, I think, including they save Punisher.
Yeah, Punisher does get taken out, but they take him with them.
Yeah. Okay, you know what? I might be wrong. So I think... No. I think they're the same. Okay. So then they go on the rooftop, and then I think pretty much what happens is just they're like, okay, what do we do? And then Daredevil's like, we gotta stop Kingpin.
Yeah.
And they jump off a roof, and a cool freeze frame.
Yeah. Not Punisher, though.
Not Punisher. He's not
Punisher does not jump off the roof.
He just
he full on Foxy jump scares the camera.
Yeah, but he's dead.
Red.
Sorry.
Red.
But,
what you know, Red.
But so that's pretty much the end of Spider-Man and Daredevil, and that one specifically, I have a lot of future plans for, which we will get.
There's a lot of stuff we want to do with that.
So this one I will rank a solid 7.5.
I think I gave it an 8. I think that one was really fun.
Yeah, that one was really good. Now, we're up to our last 2 stories. Are you okay? So,
I'm being told that I should drink my unnamed beverage because water is immediately killing me. But I finished my unnamed beverage.
Okay. Yeah.
So the next story
is
Tell
I
me,
believe.
Jayden, what's the next story? Guess. There's 2 stories left. Only 2. Only 2.
Okay,
There's only 2 left. I believe in you.
I know the other one. I don't know the other one. What was the other one? Give me a hint.
So it was this one. One of them was this.
Oh.
And the other one.
Okay.
One of the there are 2 remaining ones.
Yes.
There's this.
I know.
And there's that.
I know exactly which one.
Which one are we about to talk about? Yes.
Okay. All right.
I'm sorry. I gotta stop doing this to you.
Okay, man. I think that's the last one we'll just say. Yeah.
There's only one left.
I know. Okay, so
Yeah.
the second to last one, right? Is that what you said?
Yes, second
The
last.
second to last one is Astonishing X-Men 2.
Yeah.
And
It's hard to talk about.
I think this one also we should talk about.
I think we should just talk about X-Men, the 2 X-Men ones, in another episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, you got to wait for that X-Men episode.
But it's very fun.
Are you doing a summary kind of how like you did with the other one?
Kind of, pretty much. I think we'll just say Sinister was the main villain.
Sinister is the main villain.
And we have Jubilee as a new member and Angel.
And Angel, but we also get characters like Henry Gyrick.
Yes, Henry
introduced.
Gyrick, Angel's father,
Warren
Worthington Jr. and
Probably,
yes,
yeah.
Jr. And this all very much ties. Actually, this is actually perfect. We should do this with part 1 because this all ties.
They
in.
tied
Remember
it
the
together
secret?
really well.
So this all ties in with the secret that will be talked about in the episode, which is related to X-Men Part 1. So we can't unfortunately talk about it now. You have to wait for the episode.
I think we can rank it.
Yeah,
we can rank it.
I'm gonna rate this one an 8.5. It's not as good.
I think 8.5 is really good.
It's really good, but it's not as good as part 1.
X-Men.
Part 1, again, that is our top tier story, and we will get all about it when we do the next one. But yeah, 8.5.
Last story and the most recent one,
which is the most recent one we've done,
was the Wolverine Part 2.
2.
Or like, it's not really a Part 2.
It's just Wolverine
2,
the sequel. This one, honestly, I kind of want to gloss over.
I think, yeah.
Because again, this one was kind of mid.
It was mid. The beginning was good.
The beginning was awesome.
Okay, normally we have kind of like what the ending is going to be before we do the story.
Yes.
This one we didn't.
This one was definitely inspired by, from what I know about the plot of Wolverine the game, and not completely, not everything. But just so you know, from the vibes and whatnot, like, I came up with some ideas. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to obtain some figures that I do have now. Well, I'm missing one more. I originally planned to have Emma Stone. Emma Stone.
No,
I'm sorry.
Not Emma Stone.
She dies. No, not Emma Stone.
Emma Stone is dead.
No, she's alive.
Dude, what are you gonna do if we post this and then we get one of those like celebrity update things and it's like Emma Stone has tragically passed away?
We were fortunate.
Like,
No,
foreshadowed
I hope not.
Emma Stone's
I hope not.
death.
I love you, Emma. You're amazing in La La Land. No, so I was originally supposed to have Emma Frost in the story and Mystique, but I was unable to obtain them both. So, which means
we did have Mystique appear. Just not in her blue.
Not in her blue form. She was just a random Jedi woman figure, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. I was like, Jedi, what?
Not actually, but figure-wise. Yeah. And so, okay, look, listen. Beginning was good. Opens with Wolverine in the wilderness. In a cabin.
Opens with him in a bar. Or like, no, you're right. It's in a cabin. You're right. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. And it takes place during December, and it's snowy. I remember that.
But it's also, it's like, do you remember the bouncing shots?
Yes. Because I remember we were focusing back and forth. He goes to a bar, and he meets up with this mutant, kind of a little girl who's she looks different. Like she has like a mutation that makes her look different.
So she's more like a Morlock.
Exactly, like a Morlock. Perfect. Thank you. And
sorry.
Yeah, you're good. As we're doing this, we keep flashing back to Wolverine in his suit fighting people.
Dicing through people. Absolutely.
And we're wondering why. But it's flashing back and forth between the scene with him and the Morlock girl in the bar and him cutting people alive. And I believe as people are threatening him in the bar, I forgot, he kind of shows that he's a mutant.
Yeah. He shows off the claws. And it makes him back down.
Yeah.
Because, it would make me back down
exactly, me too. Yeah. So then, oh yeah, I just remember this. So then we kind of show what happens in the back, when he's whatever, and then he takes the girl outside to where we see the
the Blackbird.
The Blackbird come down, and we see Cyclops in a new suit. Do you remember?
Yeah.
He is now in his astonishing X-Men Marvel Legends suit, which I'm very excited for. He's in his suit and he gets the girl because now the school is actually becoming a school. Again, talk probably more about this in the episode. Long story short, he gets the girl. He tells Logan to have good luck on his mission and whatnot, and they leave, and pretty much he goes back to his home after everything. Wait, is it? Is that he's killing his men?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay.
I believe so.
Yeah. So we also see that in the flashbacks he was killing Stryker's men.
Like Stryker soldiers.
Yes, I think.
Is it William Stryker? Is that his name?
We might have to save. Okay, no. That's executioner. Remember?
Yeah, we have to save that part as well.
So I think we have to save this as well for the next episode.
Yeah, because there's part of it. That's the issue with building a continued universe.
Yeah, we have to. Okay, so we'll just rank this one. And again, sorry to do this, but we have to save Astonishing X-Men Part 1, and Astonishing X-Men, Astonishing X-Men 2, and the Wolverine 2 for our X-Men episode.
Yeah.
So let's just rank this one, and then we're going to talk about future segments.
Yeah.
And then,
Oh, so, I don't know. Like, just super quick. The beginning was good, the ending was less
bad.
good.
I hated the ending.
That's,
So I'm going to give this a 6.5.
That is exactly what I was going to give it.
Yeah.
Because I'm not ranking things with point ones today.
Exactly. It's
It's like, the opening was good. I
Really
loved
good.
seeing Cyclops. The ending was less good. The ending that we cannot talk about.
Right, we can't.
Because, again, we didn't really have a plan for it.
That, and it does connect with, some stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, but now we are officially...
Now we need to talk about future stuff.
because now we are officially caught up. We've gone through every single story we have done. And so now we're just going to talk a little bit about future stuff. We might... we could possibly just talk just a little bit, not too much about it, because we could also save this for another episode where we talk about future plans.
That's true. Maybe we, gloss over it?
Let's gloss over some stuff.
You should keep it short just because my mom texted me and was like, you should come home soon.
Okay.
Maybe we should keep it short because Nadia has to go home.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, we'll keep it short. So...
Yeah. Okay. I think maybe, hear me out, we save most of it for a future episode. We only talk about our cities.
So we're going to talk about 2 future projects, and then we have a whole bunch of other stuff. We're going to save that for a future episode.
Okay.
So
you take the first one. You take the character you are writing a lot of.
Yes.
I'll take mine.
Yes. Okay. So let's just get this quick because again, this is already a long episode. Sorry, Nadia. Thank you for being such a good sport about it.
Also, thank you guys for listening.
Also, thank you so much for listening. This
Like-
is really a lot, and I'm gonna have to be editing a lot, but it's okay.
Yeah.
It's actually really worth it though. So okay. Future idea. Again, I'm gonna gloss over it a little bit because I might talk more about this in a future episode. So, Daredevil. I have a lot of ideas with him. Should I talk? Or should I say names?
You can talk about brief.
Okay.
Talk about the plot a bit.
So, we established in Spider-Man and Daredevil that Daredevil has been around for a while. When? I don't know. Well, no, we do.
We do know.
You guys don't know, but I do know.
I think we'll probably maybe mention it in the
Other one?
extension to this. Yeah.
So, I'll just say that during the 5-year gap between Infinity War and Endgame, stuff happened to where there is a... Oh, no, that's the thing, too. In Spider-Man and Daredevil, there's also a what do you say? There's a pre-history between the characters, I think.
They have a history.
Okay, so you can also tell that Punisher... well, he's not really important. But Daredevil... important thing is Daredevil and Kingpin have a history.
Yeah.
We see that. And again, it's kind of like the Superman thing.
Yeah.
It's like we're just jumping in. And in that 5-year gap, we are going to see why. I will not go too much into it, but I will say that this all is going to lead into a possible Daredevil show, which is going to, be a story, and we are going to do each episode one by one.
Yeah.
And, I'm super excited about it. Again, I'm going to save this for our next episode. Actually, I think, honestly, we should have that be episode 3, where we talk about future stories. And then we have episode 4 be the X-Men one, because that will be longer.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Or, maybe we could combine them.
Maybe.
But
we could.
Don't hold me on that.
Yeah, don't hold us on that. And we'll make sure that one's, in the morning, so we have time.
Yeah.
Okay. But, real quick.
I am really excited for that because we haven't done a show yet.
We have not done a show yet.
Yeah.
And it's just going to be really interesting because during sleepovers, we're just going to be able to do episodes one at a time, possibly 2 episodes at a time, or we can do an episode and then another story. Again, it's all
figure it out.
up
I'm
in the
excited.
air, but I'm excited. And let's go ahead and go with your idea, and then I'll bring up something else.
I'll also try and gloss over it, but like I said, I've been reading Moon Knight comics, and I'm really excited to tackle a story with him.
Yes.
And I want his to delve a lot more into his past.
Absolutely.
Am I allowed to say what the main villain would be?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I'm forgetting his name. Bushman.
Yes.
One of I don't know if you know who the character is. We talk about it in the episode, but he's from Moon Knight's mercenary days, and I want to really delve into that side of him and like how that impacts him. I was wondering where that gun went. Thank you. Yeah, I'm really excited to delve into that. That will be more of a movie project. It won't be a show.
That'll be a more movie project.
But I haven't really I've given ideas for these. I haven't really come up with the plot on my own.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to maybe try that out.
Yeah, because this will probably be one of the first times that Elijah writes a story, and because I'm trying to just give him kind of free reins on this one. And I'm also reading Moon Knight comics as well, just to kind of get more ideas of the characters and whatnot. And and I'm really excited about that.
I'm really excited.
Yeah. So you might be wondering why we made this whole entire podcast video in the first place. So pretty much in future segments of future episodes, if we did do a story in an episode that's not about the stories or topic, let's say we're doing an episode about
we talked about maybe doing Whiplash.
Yeah, let's say we do a movie review of Whiplash, which will probably come soon in the future.
So.
Hopefully. In the beginning, when we introduce ourselves as our hosts, again, since this is the first episode, I'm trying to just kind of get this so you guys know what's going to happen future-wise and you don't question it. And that way, if any future audiences watch our newest videos, they can just come back to this and we tell them. Yeah.
And understand.
Yeah. So, in future episodes, whenever we introduce ourselves as our hosts, this is how it's going to pretty much go. I'm going to be like, oh, hi, welcome back to episode this and that of the Fantasticast podcast. I'm Jayden Prosser. You're going to be like, are you okay? Why are you looking at me like that?
I did something.
Did you fart? Oh my gosh. So, when we introduce ourselves, after we introduce ourselves, if we did do a story that night, either me and him are going to be like, oh, we just did this story, and this happened. Pretty good. Anyways, back to the topic.
Especially if we have like a guest, we'll try and breeze over it.
Yeah.
Like our next episode is a review of the movie Superman, where we have a guest.
Exactly, which is Jonas Cassad.
Jonas Cassad, yeah, I didn't know.
I'm very excited. Well, yeah, you guys might not know him, but you'll see him.
I love him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. That's pretty much it. And so we hope you guys enjoyed this time. Again, there's going to be way more stuff about the stories in the future, so hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Again, it's a long episode. If you did stay tuned all the way till the end, appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. But yeah, this is the end of episode 1.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure to tune in next time.
Yeah. All right. Have a good night, guys. Love you.